I have no idea what's going on. Streamlabs keeps tripping and disconnecting me, and which is fine. Well, now we're unstable, but I guess. But I confuse these guys because I talk to so many of them, and no offense, but a lot of people look the same, right? Because let's say some black people look the same. Maybe that's not great to say. Some people don't have distinct features because have you ever seen the board of directors at Apple? Right? They all look alike, right? So these two guys happen to look alike. But that was Steven. Steven was paying rent and somehow feeding himself ramen noodles for 9 months. And he even moved out to Spain to do so. And he was just like, I'm gonna fucking draw 8 hours a day so I can improve my animating skill. Which, if you want to be a good animator, you should draw often. It helps. Hey Ace, I'm just doing this Talk to Me Tuesday thing. And I'm recording it so it can go up on YouTube, so welcome. If you have any questions throughout me going through this, please ask. I'll happy to elaborate. I'll give you some, like, you're gonna get some insights on me. Who the fuck is Rum Sugar? And I realized that I went on a super long tangent about these animators, but that's because that was part of my college experience. It's because while everyone was like starry-eyed at, oh my god, legendary Pixar animators are here. Oh my god, he did Coco. I'm over here just like, did he just say he somehow moved to Spain? Because he was like, I was in a shitty apartment for 9 months. Did that. Was buying ramen noodles all on credit cards for 9 months? Like, who the fuck is he? How do you accomplish such a thing? And that for me was my biggest takeaway, is that like, y'all motherfuckers don't understand what privilege is. Because just because it's hard does not mean you have an advantage. Because not every advantage is one that makes your life easy. All it does is get you ahead. What's my favorite fruit of the alphabet? Why is it 3.14615926535889? Pie is not a fruit, just to let you know. But if I had a favorite fruit, I do have a favorite fruit. Fucking mangoes. I love mangoes. Mangoes and citrus, like as a whole. I love limes. I love grapefruit. But mangoes have to, yeah, it's kind of stereotypical since I'm an island person, right? I'm a Caribbean person, but fuck yeah. But yeah, that was my college experience. I learned a lot about people. I learned that a lot of people don't understand what privilege is, and that networking is more important than literally everything. Because if you know the right guy or girl, then you hold the keys to your future, which is essentially what 6 degrees of separation of theory. That's what it is. The 6 degrees of separation is a theory / philosophy that I really fuck with, and it states that you're never more than 6 people away from wherever you want to be. And the hardest part about life is trying to figure out which 6 people that is. And for example, that would be like if I knew a bailiff, who knew a judge, who knew a banker, who knew a mechanic that I needed because my car broke down. That's an example of 6 degrees of separation. Ace, you're fucking adorable. Life doesn't give you lemons. That's a very good fun fact. Are lemons a whole man-made, or like was there like a primordial lemon fruit that like we altered to get this way? Just like watermelons. Watermelons used to not to look that way. We did that to them. Watermelons used to look gnarly as fuck. Sorry, I got distracted. One of my day ones is in the chat. Ace. Like they've been here since I started streaming, and they are fucking chef's kiss. They are a wonderful person. They play with me a lot, which is like awesome, because that's one of the friends I mentioned in the beginning that I've met while streaming, and they've been like fucking gorgeous. The next question on this list is, what are my favorite games of all time? And that's tough to say. I have so many, but the one that sits above them all would have to be. It used to be Skyrim. But then over the years, I just fucking fell in love with Fallout 4 a lot more. I've played that game tons. I always play that game. I played tons of it. And the reason why is because it's modern. Because some things in Skyrim, Fallout 4 spoiled me, because Fallout 4 had the radio. Fallout 4 has guns, first and foremost. I love guns. Right? I'm not some NRA nut, but like guns are great. Excuse me. And playing Fallout 4, super mutants, the relationship between all the characters, fucking, mwah. It's a masterpiece. I can always do a run in Fallout 4. I've done so many builds. Between Skyrim and Fallout 4, I maybe have a total of maybe 3,500 hours between the two games. And Fallout 4 and Skyrim are the only games I have purchased on multiple consoles. I had them on PS3, when PS3, PS4. I had them back then. Then when I switched to Xbox, I bought them again. And then when I switched to PC, I bought them again. So I would have them on whatever console I was on. But I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so bygones be bygones. What games took me the longest to complete? Ironically, it's the same games from the previous answer. Fallout 4 and Skyrim, because those games are insanely large. And so I played Skyrim. Well, the first time I played Skyrim for almost 200 hours, completing the Thieves Guild, becoming the Archmage, reviving the Dark Brotherhood, going to Solstein, doing literally everything but the main quest. And by the time I got around to the main quest, I was like level 94, and I just fucking annihilated everything. The main quest became a fucking cakewalk, and I was like, maybe I should have done this earlier. Maybe I should have done this sooner. Man, that college question so far is the biggest tangent of this whole thing, because of how like transformative that was. But I guess that's what college is supposed to be, right? College is supposed to be fucking transformative. It is supposed to be transformative. So good job, college. You took up most of the 30 minutes I've been talking, because people are wild, and I just found that wild to me, how people just fucking are lost in their own world and romanticization of things they want, and how they don't actually listen to what's coming in front of us. Oh, okay. I know I went back to it, but this was something that's really important about college. On the very first day, the director of our program, the animation program, looked us dead in our face during orientation and said, 90% of you will not be animators by the time you get out of here. You will be a lot of things, and animator is not one of those things you will be. And 2 students cried. Everyone went dead silent. And the look of terror on half people's faces. And he just said, it just won't happen. Simple as that. This is a highly competitive industry. And if you don't have networking skills, you aren't slaving away, you're not gonna make it. He said that on day one. These other animators are telling us horrifying stories about how they got into the industry or how bad crunch can be. And then everyone around me are just like, oh my God. Blink, 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 blink. You're an animator? Oh my God, you animated Hiccup? Blink, 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 blink. And I'm just like, homie just said that he slept under his desk for 12 weeks. It's horrifying. But like, I still pursued that path because the trade-off was supposed to be so much greater than all of that shit. But you saw what happened, you know. I don't know if you pay attention to, if like you the viewers are paying attention to the animation industry, from EA down to Activision Blizzard and like the whole scandal, Bobby Kotick. It is sometimes it's not worth it. Like, if you don't roll good dice, it might not be worth it. Ultimately, it's the number one rule of life. Life is only as good as you make it, right? So if you don't take control over your career and set hard boundaries and understand what you're working for, you will get taken advantage of, which is why this industry is so competitive. And honestly, the way the industry's been moving, a ton of people are switching over to freelance because jobs aren't secure anymore. A lot of these companies are introducing AI now. It's a whole thing. That's another thing, right? That's it, right? What game have I absolutely hated playing and why? Fortnite. I want to try again, right? And I just don't have the hard drive space right now because I got these videos that I'm recording and they take up a large chunk of space because I want them in decent quality, because whenever I take them off the VOD, they are blurry, and that's bitrate shit that I can't control because my bitrate is actually pretty high. It's just that internet. So I try to record my streams myself to make content out of them, and it piles up quickly. But I'm meaning to try Fortnite again because I'd love to give it another crack. And the reason why I hated playing it is because out of all these games, Fortnite, followed up second by Apex, are so fucking foreign to me. I feel so lost. And I tried Fortnite back before no build mode was a thing. I extra hated that because it was entirely too overwhelming. And also, Ace, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I have dyslexia. So reading a bunch of numbers is really hard. So I'm actually super impressed, high five me, that I read as many pi numbers as you put there. So again, high five me. I just remembered that because I read all that and I didn't trip up, so high five me. Oh, well, I have both. I'm dyslexic, but I'm also dyscalculate. Because if there's too many repeating numbers in a long string of numbers, I struggle. I have to move really slowly. I have to triple check my work, or else I'm just gonna fumble it. I'm gonna miss numbers. I might not get them right. In school, I used to like, if you gave me a test with a bunch of numbers, like, you would see pen marks all over the place because that's me counting over and over and over and over again because I needed to get it straight, right? And then this issue actually extends into whatever part of the brain that recognizes patterns, because I can't go up steps, right? If the stair, you know how stairs were like, there's like 6 steps and then there's 12 steps because it hit a curve, and then 6 steps and then it hits a curve and then 12 steps. I prefer winding stairs because if there are too many stairs going one direction, at some point during the stairs, I just suddenly have to stop and hold on to the railing and then go one by one, because for whatever reason, like my brain gets really, really tense, and then everything blurs, and then I almost fall. So then once I feel that happening, I need to stop, and then I need to like get to a place where there's no more steps, and like stare at a wall for like 15 seconds and close my eyes and blink, so I can like delete the stairs from my short-term memory, so that I can like re-engage, because I have fallen like that before, like tearing ass downstairs, and then at one point they just all blur because I'm moving too quickly, and the pattern recognition part of my brain just fucking, for some reason, shuts down or deletes, and then it just becomes, so then like I'll see like 50 stairs, and then it'll all just be like one big slide to me, right? And it really fucks with me. So ideally, the best steps are actually, the best steps that I like climbing up and down the most are like mosaic steps, because with mosaic steps, each step is slightly different, and my brain has a better time identifying every step. So that's a curse I gotta live with. So Fortnite and Apex were really very foreign to me, and because of the nature of those games, if you lose or die, you have to back out completely, and then re-queue and get into a match. And because I was getting fucking railed in these games, and then the tediousness of having to re-queue and then get back in there, relaunch, and then just to die first, fucking irritated the hell out of me. So I stopped playing Fortnite and Apex. I played Apex I played Fortnite for like 2 hours before I was just too irritated with the whole process of, I'll spawn in, I'll die first. There's like 30 of us, and if I don't leave and requeue, then I'm just sitting here watching y'all fight for like God knows how long it takes y'all to do that, and that's boring. And then also I was on console, so then the load screens were very long back at that time, so then I stopped. Apex has like a good 4 hours out of me. I quit after 1 hour because I was like, oh no, this is like Fortnite, but like Fortnite plus. This is Fortnite better. So that fucked with me, so I stopped. But then I had this friend who reached out, who were like, oh my god, I play Apex, and then like, and I know you're on Xbox, you want to play with me? And I told them I suck, and they were like, no, it's no problem, I'll carry you, I hope you learn the game. We played for 3 hours, and she was so appalled at how bad I was, we never played again. And like, my feelings should have been hurt by that, but I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I sucked at this game, so sorry. So I wasn't unsurprised. So those are the games I absolutely hated playing. I would love to change my relationship with those games, but we'll see. Once I've like caught up with all this editing, cleared hard drive some more, then I'll download those games. And then Ace said they'll play with me. I have a friend, Lumos Yagami, who said they'll play with me. I also have another friend whose name, they go by Gunblade. They say they play, and I believe I have this other friend named Ghoulie who said they'd play with me. So, and they said they'd play with me regardless of if I sucked or not, because you know that's what you do. You're trying to have fun with your friends. So I appreciate them. So once I get caught up on all this and I make the appropriate room on my hard drive, I am going to start cutting Apex and Fortnite into the stream schedule, because those games are cool, and collabs. And Fortnite's been doing all these super awesome collabs that I think are super cool, and I kind of went in. So if they don't mind playing with me, being as trash as I am at those games, then I appreciate them. Next question. how do you feel about the game industry? It's not good. The game industry, a lot of the creators are great. The game industry, not so great because of like, predatory practices, the way they do crunch. Fun fact. In 2020, I went to a talk with I went to this talk at the school, the Academy of Art, that was a Weta panel. Weta is one of the biggest animation and visual effects houses, studios in this country. They mostly work in movies, but they also work on games. They, at that time, had a 80% divorce rate. And my whole mentality behind pursuing animation was that I would be the exception. I would somehow override all that. I would somehow rise above that, and I wouldn't let my industry tear my my relationship or my family apart. And another fun fact, Pixar is actually one of the lowest paying studios. The reason why they're low paying is because Pixar has such prestige around their name that if you had worked at Pixar, even if it was for 3 months, it would boost your resume. Because to even get into Pixar at all was a fucking phenomenal feat in and of itself. And they also make up for that lack of pay in terms of perks. Because let's say I decided I was a trans person at Pixar, they covered your surgery. They covered testosterone, they covered sex reassignment, and the same thing with Blizzard. Blizzard is actually one of the lower paying game studios, but they make up for it in perks and prestige. Because if you have Blizzard on your resume, you can pretty much work anywhere. And Bungie used to be the same, but I don't know. But like Bungie's their reputation has not been the best over the years, especially with like the ups and downs they've had with Destiny. But they're still pretty reputable. So that's something that makes me feel uneasy about the game industry. And the way we're moving into battle passes and monetization, not cute either. Although some games do it better than others, because I think Fortnite's monetization is, I'm having a tough time with that word tonight. Monetization. What? Oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it tonight. I think I'm suffering from synonymic sensation, which is a condition where, like, if you hear or say a word too many times, your brain starts like fucking it up for you. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm saying too many words. But Fortnite has a pretty good monetization because you can earn the coins for the pat. If I remember correctly, I think it's Apex. Not Apex. Ah, fuck. There I go. Merging the franchises. I believe it's Fortnite. You can earn your bucks back to get the battle pass so that it cycles itself, right? Which I think is super fucking cool. Duel Masters from Duel Masters, the Yu-Gi-Oh game where you can go online and duel and shit, also has a similar system. I think is right. You spend 900 gems, and then if you play up the battle pass, once you get to tier 80, you will have made enough gems to buy the next battle pass back. And those are monetization models that I respect. And I think, and I also don't like that the game industry has this habit of giving us half finished or unfinished games or half the game, and then they lock it behind season passes or expansions. Don't like that at all. So I feel like that's why the gaming industry has felt a little bit stale. Like, phenomenal titles are coming in, but we've been having letdown after letdown. Like, remember Cyberpunk 2077? That was fucking disastrous. But they've since made the game a genuinely pleasurable and beautiful experience now. They should have done that from the jump, right? What's the game? No Man's Sky. Also same shit. They fumbled it, but then they brought it back, and that is a trend that's happening a lot in the game industry, or like Overwatch canceling PvE, right? A lot of that I'm just like not very cool with, but hopefully we'll get back to a good place eventually. I don't know. What games do I plan on streaming? I feel like I answered that throughout these other questions, right? I plan on bringing Apex and Fortnite on the stream. I want to do Variety Fridays, where I like. I'm not limited to playing Variety just on Fridays, but you can expect 100% for sure on Fridays I will play a Variety game. Is what I mean. Because sometimes I just want to play Overwatch, and sometimes I want to play other shit. But on Friday, I want to play something new and interesting, specifically on that day. So, this Friday, on this Variety Friday, I would love to start playing Dave the Diver. So that's a game I want to get on here. I want to get on Blasphemous, and I picked up a couple of free games from Epic. They were having free game giveaways. So there's a couple of those games I would like to also bring on the stream. And I'm trying to organize events, which, hey Ace, if you're still here, let me know if you are free next Saturday, because I'm trying to set up Lucio tag on the stream. Like, we'll get a bunch of my friends, and then like we run around a map trying to tag each other as Lucio. So that I think is gonna be fun. That one's I'm scheduling from a week from now, because I'm trying to get participants. I already have one person. I know one person for sure, and I think I can get my sibling across, but they don't play Lucio at all, so I think they might have a terrible time. But we'll see. I want to do a run of Baldur's Gate where chat picks all my shit, right, from start to finish. Chat will instruct me on what choices to make, what class I should be, how my loadout should be. That's something I really want to do. I love playing games like that where chat can interact with us. I also want to try a Pokemon Nuzlocke for the one time. So I might stream that. I might try that. And people love Pokemon, right? People love Pokemon. So I'd love to try my very first Nuzlocke. I think I'm gonna need some preparation for it. I'm not gonna be like a super hardcore like Nuzlocke nerd or whatever. Ooh, that was kind of catchy, Nuzlocke nerd, because like someone like Alpharad knows everything down to the fucking like decibels, or they fucking use like Pokemon Showdown to like calculate stuff. I don't think I wanna go that hard in it, but I do want to be prepared enough to understand how many encounters I have, and actually try to build team comps, because normally I just kind of like brute force my way through Pokemon, right? When I played Sword and Shield, I had the gorilla Pokemon, the grass gorilla. I forgot its name, but you know what I'm talking about. I beat the entire game with just the one Pokemon. By the end of the game, that Pokemon was level 94, because I literally just excuse me, because I literally only used that Pokemon. Every other Pokemon was basically a mule, right? You swim me places, you cut shit, you destroy boulders. And that's kind of like how I ran Pokemon. And I don't know. I'm older now. It's not as fun doing it that way. So I want to try Nuzlocke for the one time. I want to also try Game Challenge. So we'll see as stream develops, and like I bring more sections onto stream. What games are you excited about coming out? That's a good one. Let me see. There's one on Discord. Someone shared this trailer on Discord of this game that I am highly that was highly curious about. I think it was called Palo World. Let me see. One second, I've got your answer. Nope, wrong Discord. Yeah, Pal World. Pal World, I'm really interested in. In Pal World. That's coming out. I don't want to say that it's a Pokemon clone, but it has a similar premise. There's like these glass balls that you like fucking you throw and like catch monsters, but you have guns. So like the way I visualize the trailer is that like it's like Pokemon with guns. Pal World. So I'm super excited for that. That is a game I'm highly anticipating. And I'm going to be real. I haven't been watching the game industry all that much in terms of releases, because I don't know. I haven't been really interested in a lot of this stuff. What I'm actually interested in is playing a bunch of games I missed because a bunch of the games I actually were anticipating already came out. Like the latest Street Fighter. I want to play that. Spider-Man 2. I want to play that. So the games that I was anticipating to come out have come out. I just haven't gotten them yet. And I would like to get those, and I would like to play those. So, sorry if I didn't answer that one. Like, 100. What are my plans for this year, and what are my plans for the stream and your YouTube channel? I think I answered that one in all the side quests. So, you know, I want to do community events. I want to bring my friends on. I want to do shit like I'm trying to set up this whole Lucio tag thing. I think Lucio tag is gonna slap. I think it's gonna be fucking hilarious. So, and of course, so for my YouTube channel, man, at first I was trying to make it a gaming channel where I would like upload videos from Overwatch, but that's not exactly correct, because not only am I a variety streamer, but I also do different things, and I would like to like alongside I would like to upload gaming videos. I would also like to upload these Top 10 Tuesdays. I would also like to upload different stuff. I want it to be a variety channel. I want. Some people would say that it's not good for branding, but I don't give a shit. I kind of want to. I want to do my own thing. I myself am a genteel and versatile motherfucker, and I would like my YouTube channel and Twitch to reflect that. So whatever I'm interested in, I would kind of like want to put on the channel, and then maybe in the future, when I get to a point where I can afford to have multiple channels, then maybe I might just streamline everything. Because because I like right now I have music playing. I have a playlist playing. That's because of my subscription to Epidemic Sound, and they have. So basically, for every additional channel I have, if I wanted to add music and sound to it, and like, or I wanted to exceed a level of production, the cost becomes more expensive on my side, because I wouldn't be able to afford right now to have multiple channels dedicated to different things, because that's like, it's basically $20 a channel for me to have this music, and that's like just the music. And then like, I don't have an editor, so I do all my editing myself. And eventually I'm going to need an editor, because my skills as an editor are, no shade against myself, but it's rudimentary. I believe I'll get better because I'm also working on getting better, but I eventually want to get to a point where I have at least an editor, like me and an editor, so I can offload that responsibility on them so they can edit these videos and they can push them out, and then I can continue working on the branding and expanding this channel and like doing these events and talking to chat and like building this community, which, by the way, I have a Discord. It's brand new and I'm trying to get active in it. I'm trying to like get it on and popping. I'm trying to do movie nights. I'm trying to do movie nights. I'm trying to do like game nights. I'm trying to do all types of fun stuff. I want to build a super fun community who's like queer and awesome and versatile, because I have lots of interests and I want to I want to be a cool place. Target audience I actually want are like black sheep, right? Like the girls, days, and phase. The girls, days, gays, and phase. Like us people. Like, you know, I'm alternative. I'm not. And another thing I thought would be pretty cool is that if someone who looks like me is doing this, because I don't see a lot of people who look like me, right? Who like dresses this way, who has all the tattoos. Like, there's plenty of that. It's not the tattoos that make me different. It's the combination of things. The fact that I'm a black queer alt person trying to pursue this, and I know I'm not the only one, but there's not enough of us, and I'm hoping to inspire some other people to try this, or to grow a little community where we're all just vibing, growing, doing cool stuff, having fun, doing games, art, all that shit. I also in the future want to do like hangout streams where we're all just vibing and like reading comics or art or manga. I don't know. I kind of want to like have this cozy space on the internet that's like super cool and super gay. How am I liking my streaming experience so far? Actually, it's like super dope. It's kind of like the beginning of the stream, not this recording, at the beginning of the stream, I came on here saying that I had a bad, not a really great day, and I wasn't feeling too hot. The stream helps with that a lot, because like I said, I've met some cool people, and then playing games with people are fun, and I'll admit that I probably should have started streaming sooner, because then it would help shake off like the ick. But you know, sometimes you just have to process your emotions and let them run their course before you're able to meet, which is ultimately what I did, because I wanted to get this segment started, because this is something I wanted to do every week. So that's why I was able to buck up and sit here. But overall, streaming has been dope. I meet tons of fun people. There's the occasional troll and like bellend that comes on, that comes in this chat, but aside from that, I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting to like be fucking ninja or anything, but and also it's been fun. It's also been fun, like designing my brand, working on my logo, things like that. So that's cool. So the sort of streaming experience has been like super cool, right? And as vile, and I say vile, but that's because I grew up Christian, so that's how they describe me. I'm raunchy as fuck, but it's more or less wholesome most of the time. It's just me and my friends vibing, and I keep making friends, and that's super fucking awesome. And I hope to keep making more friends. I hope to grow a little community, and I'm never gonna forget my day ones. I appreciate them. I one day want to like be able to like send like my day ones and like people who support me like fucking care packages with like chocolates and shit. And if you're allergic to chocolate, then I'll figure something else. But like you catch my drift. Talk about how I want to improve my setup. So I'm working on a like basic webcam. I've got a Yeti microphone. Like if you look, I feel like my production quality is better than your average beginner, but at the end of the day, it's still very basic. I would love to get a microphone arm because I didn't realize how in the way this mic is when it's sitting right here. Because when I'm gaming, you guys don't see it because I don't have like a hand camera or I don't have a hand camera or anything. I realized that I've been sitting back and I don't know if the mic's been catching me very well, which is like wild because I'd be so upset if I spent this whole time talking and then the mic didn't actually pick me up and you guys just really let me sit here talking to the void like an idiot. But I would like to get a microphone arm, which would get this out the way because you guys don't see it because, like I said, I don't have a hand camera. But when I'm playing Overwatch and playing these games, my hands kind of look like this, right? Because of this microphone being here, I don't have a lot of freedom to move my hands. So I've like taught myself how to like make the most of this confined space. And I would love to free up the extra 4 or 5 inches that this mic is taking up on the desk so that I would have more surface area for my mouse because I run out of mouse a lot. Especially since I started learning Doofus. I run out of mouse very quickly. Mouse pad. I run out of mouse pad very quickly. And I would love to alleviate it. I also want to improve this webcam one day. I want like something crispier. I want something. It doesn't have to be like a Blackmagic camera or something wicked expensive, but I'd love to improve that. I'd love to get a better mic. I would love to get a soundboard because I would love to introduce soundboards. I would love to have like lights and speakers that chat could control. Like if we're gaming and like you want to have like disco strobe party back here, like you can just like redeem some fucking channel points and then disco strobe party fucking goes on in the background. That's something I'm highly interested in. So I really want to get into that. I want to yeah, I think that's well, I also need more storage because like recording these videos as often as I've been streaming is taking up quite a bit of space, and I'm gonna need that if I want to continue at the rate I'm going because I'm not gonna lie, streaming, living day life and then trying to edit and upload to YouTube is proving more challenging than I originally anticipated because I want it to look at least good. I had one of my favorite videos on the channel so far was story time when I was talking about this matcha green recorder that I got when I was young. I was like 9 years old. It's a great story and I could retell the story whimsically, but the on-stream version of that story, internet. I want to upgrade my internet so that my connection and my VODs are better. But that story was so much better on stream because I had chat. I had my friends commenting and asking me about such certain situations because I can't replicate. I mean, I could, but it doesn't feel genuine. I could retell that story just like this, and it would be better quality than it is now because that story I took from the VOD. It is blurry as hell, but the story is amazing. So I uploaded it to my YouTube channel anyway, and that's my favorite video because of how the story ebbed and flowed out of me because I was playing video games and I had chat with me. I feel like it's more candid, but the quality isn't. It isn't there. It's blurry as fuck, and like that. I'm not gonna lie, that upsets me. So I don't know. I would love to not do that in the future, or be in a position where I can minimize the chances of that happening. That's ultimately what I want to do with. That's ultimately one of. That's the direction I like to go with my setup. Hey, Hope. Hooley's here. That's my other day one. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. And you're part of the reason why that story was A1, because I loved your commentary. Your commentary was fucking. Chef's kiss times 2. When you started streaming, what did you wish there was more information about? I wish there was less filler, because when you start streaming and like you Google or you type into YouTube setting up streaming or whatever, you get so much fucking filler that you absolutely do not need. The information I wish was available to everyone who starts streaming or who's pursuing streaming, I wish they would tell you from jump how they would teach you how simple overlays can actually be, because a lot of these videos make it overcomplicated. So that question asked me what information I wish I knew more, and what I'm actually telling you is the information that they have a lot of that isn't great, because then like if you don't understand it, right, then you end up sucked into all these videos that are telling, oh, you need TubeBuddy, you need this, you need that, you need to watch this, you need to do that, you need all this stuff. And unless you're trying to grow an enterprise, unless you're trying to reach as many people as possible, all of it's bullshit. The only thing I wish I knew is how to set up your software. Like if you're using OBS or Streamlabs, there aren't a lot of straightforward tutorials on those programs. And I also wish there was more streamers or more of these videos who focused on AMD software, because a lot of it is GeForce focused, and my current machine is AMD. So all those settings that they have don't translate one for one all the time, right? Like even with Streamlabs, which is what I'm using, some of the settings here don't exist on the GeForce one, because the GeForce one has all this extra special protocol stuff. Like even in Overwatch, it's just Overwatch. In most games, GeForce has this additional like setting that you can toggle in video games that improves your performance. And most of these videos are GeForce oriented. And I understand that GeForce is the primary, like, it's the premier brand for graphics cards and all that shit, but it's a no-go. I also wish more people would tell you how you don't really need all that stuff, the TubeBuddies and all that stuff, unless you're trying to make your audience wide, which I'm not. I actually want a community that fucks with me, right? I don't want them to just be names or numbers, and I just don't want to be some streamer to them. I want a community, right? I want to like do pop-ups and meetups, right? I want to go to cons and like meet people, and like take photos and shit like that. I also want to spread joy. That's like, I want to have a good time, right? Even if it gets deep, I want everything to be like uplifting. Stream overlays, I said that they're actually simpler than you realize. And that's because if you understand what you're doing, they're stupid simple, right? I also wish that more people talked about just pay the subscription for your, whether it's like, because like Streamlabs and OBS, right? You feel that, right? You feel me, right? You just want to vibe. You want to have like a good space. You want to have people that come here and feel happy, or like they want to just vibe with you, and like because like if like I make you feel good, you make me feel good, we're having a good time, man. The world is hard enough as it is. Why go on the internet and make that shit harder, yo? I also wish that when they tell you like how to start streaming, there's a couple of things that I learned that I didn't know, and I think it's not normally a problem if you are using your like default accounts, right? Like for YouTube, for example, you can't stream on YouTube if your account doesn't have a very long video watch history, which takes about 2 months to build. 2 months to build by their accordance. They say that you can build up a channel history after 2 months. It usually takes people 3, and you can't go live on YouTube without that. Advanced features on YouTube aren't accessible to a brand new account at that watch history, because the only way for you to bypass that is by doing a verification check, which involves sending your ID into Google so that they can verify you're a real ass person, right? And then once you've done that, then you're allowed to use everything. And once you've uploaded a bunch of videos, then they don't request it, because otherwise, if your account isn't active enough, you have to do this process of sending your ID in once a year, which is crazy, which is nutty to me. And also, everyone like tells you that you work towards affiliate, and I know that you're not supposed to just completely talk about everything back here. But another thing I would love to have learned is that like emotes need to be approved, right? If you submit emotes, they take time for approval, especially the animated ones. I wish that was something that I was told, because then I would have worked on getting them faster. Which, by the way, I got my very first emote approved. It's the Darwin dance, because I do my happy, my shared dance when I play video games. So I added the Darwin dance emote, but I think it's a sub thing. So I'm gonna add a channel point, and you can unlock that emote. So that's gonna be cool. So then like when like big things are happening, I want to see just waves of Darwin fucking it up. You feel me? And that's something that I would like to know. Now, this question should have been like higher up, but how did I decide on Rum Sugar, the name? So this is actually something I get asked from time to time. How I get Rum Sugar, because some people comment on the fact that rum, the alcohol, is a byproduct of sugar and stuff. So the origin of my username, I went through a couple over the years. But before I started streaming, I was deciding on whether or not to keep my last username, which was Dr. Lovepunch, which is sick as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But I felt like it didn't align with my brand, because I'm very hyper positive, very gay, very cute, and Dr. Lovepunch felt like it was very hardcore, very traditional hardcore gamer, right? Like Dr. Disrespect. It sounded very, very cool, but I know I am a cool person, but I am more cute than I am cool. So I wanted a name that was like cuter and that was cuter, but also more versatile, because I didn't want it to hard lock me into anything because of all the interests I have and how I want to pivot into different interests and industries and do like different fun stuff. So I thought about my heritage, right? I'm Caribbean. My country, Haiti, is known for rum. It's a specific brand of rum, actually. A specific brand of rum called Babacoot, right? It's distilled specially. We make it. It's our pride and joy. It comes in multiple star levels, is what we say, because there's 3-star Babacoot, which is fantastic. It's incredibly smooth. It's incredibly light. There's 4-star Babacoot, which is strong as fuck, and there's 5-star Babacoot, which will knock it'll knock your socks off. Dare I say it'll also take the panties too. That's how good Babacoot is. So I was just like, cool. I've got the Caribbeanness, and since rum is a product of sugar, and I am also gay and positive, so I was just like, sugar, and there it is. So the people who are like, oh, but rum is a byproduct of sugar, were 50% to how I got my name, because the name is an ode to my personality, the vibes I try to put out, and my heritage. And that's how I started as Rum Sugar. And well, so technically my username is, so on Twitch and YouTube it's Rum Sugar TV. On every other social media platform it's Rum Sugar Love, because I'm a mushball inside. Even though I can yell, I can come off like masculine sometimes, I can be like rawr. I'm very loving. I'm sad. And I'm romantic. And one of my favorite topics and one of my favorite things is love. The topic of love. I can talk about love all the time. I can talk about relationships. I have a very idyllic slash strict and slash esoteric. And I don't mean esoteric in a weird way. I mean like I go about love in a very particular way that I enjoy, and I can talk about it for fucking hours. I can do it all day. So I threw love in there because for whatever reason, bastards out there have already stolen Rum Sugar, so I couldn't use Rum Sugar on every platform, but I could use Rum Love. I threw that in there, but I go by Rum Sugar, and if you want a shorthand, if you want something even shorter, whatever reason you can't say Rum Sugar, you could just call me Rum, which some people just do because it's faster, because we love shorthand, right? So like if there's an emergency, or like I see rum, and my favorite thing that I saw was like rum run. I was just like, yeah, there it goes. Rum run. So that was fucking phenomenal. So that's all the questions that were prepared for me. You guys have any questions? Want to know something about me? Because this is like the intro. I'm hoping to have a guest on next Talk to Me Tuesday, like where I could just shoot the shit and like maybe like have a fun or introspective conversation. That's yet to be seen. I'm sorting that shit out right now. But yeah, that would conclude the "'Tis About Me" section. Unless y'all have anything y'all are curious about, I'll give y'all like a couple of minutes to like absorb all this information that's kind of dumped on y'all. Or if y'all are good, then I feel like I did a good job. I'm also 29 at the recording of this video. I will be turning 30 this year. It's gonna be my big 3-0, and I don't care what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a fun 30th this year. Don't know how I'm gonna pull it off, but it's gonna be fucking fantastic. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna party yardy, right? Because I can't let my 30th birthday come in all whack and shit. I'm gonna be 30. I'm gonna be the big 3. Like, effectively, I am the Justice League. Thank you. You're so fucking sweet. I always appreciate you being here. Thank you for vibing and watching this whole madness. Oh, that's what I'm hoping. Like I like take no shit in my 30s. Oh, you know, I should do a YouTube sign out since there are no more questions. I nailed it. So, if you made it this far, I appreciate your eyeballs. I appreciate your ears. I appreciate your computer. I appreciate all that shit. I appreciate that you listen to the story. I appreciate that you made it this far. I appreciate that you even like watched the video. You watched this whole video. So, you are the best motherfucker in the whole goddamn world, and I will see you in the next one. And bam, YouTube outro recorded. Did you have like a big you have like a big birthday for your 30th? Like, what did you do when you broke 30? If you may grace me with such an answer. Oh, you know another thing about me? My sense of fashion has changed over the years. So I didn't used to dress like this. I used to wear snapbacks. I used to wear snapbacks. I used to have a frohawk, and then at one point I used to rock a low top, a high top fade. Right? I was that guy. I wore graphic tees. I still wear mostly shorts. I am a hoochie daddy. I love wearing hoochie daddy shorts. I love shorts that are above my knees. I love ripped jeans. So back then I used to just wear shorts. And believe it or not, I used to be bigger than this. Right? As big of a guy I am now, right? I used to be twice as big. And I actually lost I lost that weight. I shaped my body, and I'm gonna get healthier and sexier as I move. Before the high top, I used to keep a low cut fade. Like I said, I wore snapbacks. I started a small collection of them until I stopped because I started growing out my hair more. So then the hats wouldn't fit no more. I wore sneakers. Now I have a pair of sneakers that I've been rocking for the past 2 years, but that's because I haven't been able to buy any other shoes. But I mostly wear boots now. I wear jeans. Like I said, I love ripped jeans. So there's this guy. I know. I don't know if he will be upset if I name him, but like I'm trying to like give him like admiration. His name is Gary. And he put me onto the term spezzatura, which is an Italian phrase for effortlessly sexy, which is like, it's a type of style, right? Which is like, so I have a bunch of these black undershirts, or wife beaters as some people like to call them. And I love them because they're incredibly easy to style, because I can throw a cardigan on. They also like shape me out very well. Like I kind of use it as shapewear. It like makes me all smooth and sexy. And like, look at me, I'm fucking look, I'm fine as fuck right now with this cardigan on. And I would love to like expand my repertoire to get more stuff like this, because I used to wear crew necks because I thought they made me look nice. But then like dropping the weight, like I've developed better and broader shoulders, and I'm just like, ooh, fuck, I'm sexy as fuck, yo. So then like the very first time I wore a deep V with my jewelry, I looked in the mirror, I was just like, oh, who's that sexy motherfucker right there? Oh god. So and then that's when, shortly after that, I actually met Gary in a Facebook group, and we talked. He taught me about spezzatura, and then ever since then, I've been tailoring my fashion in that direction, like wearing boots, wearing ripped jeans, wearing my hoochie daddy shorts, wearing cardigans, wearing cardigans and undershirts, wearing deep V necks, and like I started rocking these pearls because I look good in the pearls. Wait till I get me. Oh, I look good in the pearls. I look good in the pearls. All right, I get hyped, like, because I'm a little bit conceited, like, because I just look fucking good. One of my favorite features about myself is my fucking eyebrow. Like, y'all can't really like appreciate the bombacity in which lays upon the little caterpillars above my forehead, right? These guys are motherfucking phenomenal, right? Because bitches love my eyebrows. They're always telling me. My partner's jealous of my eyebrows. She's just like, fuck, they're amazing. And not to toot my own fucking horn, but every time we go to like to one of those eyebrow shaping places, the people are like, oh my god, your eyebrows are amazing. And then like she was just like, I want them like that. She was like, yeah, I can do them like that, right? I am used as an example for how eyebrows should be done. Again, not to toot my own horn, but that makes me feel pretty fucking good. My eyelashes are also very, very pretty. Fun fact, my father, one of the many reasons my father disliked me was because he thought I was too pretty to be a boy. And he thought I was spending all this money and time to upkeeping my beauty. He used to yell at me for my eyelashes being too long, eyebrows being done. He even accused me of dyeing my hair black because he was just like, no one in my family has hair that black. And I'm just like, my boy, you don't use shampoo. Your hair's not gonna look black as mine. Oh, I appreciate you. That's good. I want my 30s to be just like that. Like, I want to have a big party. It's not like a RIP to my youth. It's more like I'm welcoming in this new decade of fucking awesomeness, right? Because I want to bring it in with a bang because I want a certain energy. I want my 30s to be great. So I feel like entering it with a big bang is the way to like step in the universe. I'm motherfucking here. I am here. I'm 30 and I'm queer and I'm ready to rock. That's what my hope is for that. But I'm glad yours was low key because like low key is also nice. Like when I say like bringing it with a bash, I don't mean like 50 fucking people. I mean like it could be 12 of us, but we're gonna get the fuck lit. We're gonna pop off. But yes, but that's how I got to this aesthetic, right? I have 3 of these. I have two black cardigans, and the reason why I bought black is because one, black is slimming, and they were on sale, and it's easy to wash, right? You can't really fuck up black clothing, right? It's incredibly difficult to fuck up black clothing, right? And then another thing, I grew up my hair, right? You should have seen this bitch like 2 years ago. I grew up my hair, and it's built this aesthetic. I also paint my nails pretty frequently, which I need a redo because they're atrocious. This is not like as cute as they can be, but they held on for a pretty long while. Pretty long while. So I'm not like totally upset. But when I'm at my swing of it, but when I'm like at the top of my swings, what I love putting a set of minks. I love getting some acrylics. I love me a good almond nail. Oh, almond acrylics. Oh, I miss thee. But you know, we're gonna get back to it. That's one of the things I'm working for this year. Ooh, okay. Well, I think that's everything about like for when it comes to like me. Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry that you went through that, but if it helps, you are a fucking awesome person, and I'm glad that you got the low-key birthday that you needed, which is like super awesome, right? Fucking high five. But like you said, things have been going well. Oh, well, at least your 30s have been nice. I'm praying for the same. Knock on wood. I have an odd. So I I have an interesting view on death. Right? It's not. I don't have an interesting view on it, honestly. It's just my views are different because most people mourn in the traditional way. I like to celebrate death, not celebrating that you passed, but celebrating the life that you lived. Because I've always thought it was kind of weird that when someone passes, that everyone stays sad for a very long time. Because in my mind, I feel like whoever you're mourning doesn't want you to be sad when they pass. Because I'm hard pressed to believe that someone who passed would want you to be sad. I don't. Like I always tell my friends and my loved ones, when I pass, have a big fucking party. Have a huge get together. Like have a moment, cry it out, but then once it's done, bring out the strippers. Bring out the strippers, start pouring alcohol for everybody, start having a good time, roll one, smoke one for me. Like, because I also feel like that you're putting a lot of weight on that person and they're not able to pass appropriately, because like when you lose a loved one, you lose a mother, a father, I can't speak to the dead. I don't know. But I feel like I'd be hard pressed to believe that they would want you to not to be able to live your life. Like, because if I die, I just want you to be happy. Like, move on. And knock on wood, if for whatever reason I passed before my wife, I'd want my wife to move on. Because, or husband. I'm not partial. Or both. I would want them to be able to move on and be prosperous, because I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want you to not have that. Does that make sense? I wouldn't want you to be miserable that I'm gone. I want you to be happy I lived a good life, right? I want you to celebrate how I've impacted your life, not mourn it. Oh, I like your sister. Your sister, woman of culture right there. Because like, I don't know, like a lot, like the way we mourn people is like it's very somber. Or people mourn for like what, sometimes years. I love reading Reddit stories or listening to Reddit stories, and then like you hear how these people. This one Reddit story I read. This mother lost a daughter 20 years ago, has 2 other children, basically ignored them because every event was about this dead daughter. And then she ended up breaking up her family. And then she yelled at them for not respecting her mourning. But I'm just like, it's been 20 years. Would your daughter really have wanted you to do that for 20 years? At that point, I feel like you are doing it for you, not the dead. Because life is for the living. Ultimately. And it's not, and you can honor the dead, which is why I love Dia de los Muertos, because I feel like South American culture is more in line with how I view funerals, because they celebrate the life of that person who's passed, right? They have a day for mourning, but then they also party for you. And a lot of cultures actually have it like that. But in all the places where Christianity has become the dominant culture, we drastically shifted away from that. Thank you, Ace. I have been talking for a while. And I mentioned before that I'm Haitian Dominican. Haitians used to be very like that. When I was little, we used to like have the wake, have the funeral. It's like a 3-day thing. Wake on this day, funeral on this day. We party for that fucker on this day. And as I grew up, and then I was exposed to more religious Haitians, the less of that I saw. And I thought that shit was bummer, yo. Exactly, you get it. Because like they're reverent, because like I feel like you honor the person more that way. Man, you really want me to drink more water, Amber? Okay, I got you. I appreciate you looking out for me, Ace. I'm gonna drink that. You are adorable, Ace. I appreciate you. So we're doing a self-care break, thanks to Ace with all those redemptions. My posture. Okay, you know what? One thing at a time. Let me drink this water. Fuck, water is so goddamn delicious. How many stretches do y'all want me to do? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna do all the stretches. So, oh, wait. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I popped just now. These old bones are creaking. Oh fuck. That actually like. Yo, actually, this is a good fucking call. Oh. Oh, and then I'm gonna do y'all one even better. We'll get the whole party involved in this. Oh dang! You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why streaming is like so fucking fun. Did you see that? My chat fucking like we had a self-care break. That's why this is so amazing. This is why I love y'all so much. That's why I love doing this. This is why this is so fun. Because you guys are literally the best part. Oh fuck, man! Oh, that was good. That like I'm all limber and shit now. Oh. You know, in the future, maybe we can do a yoga stream where we're all doing yoga together. Like that would be wild, but like, hey, I'm totally down. I'm a maniac. Oh, and posture check. I gotta. There we go. No more slouching. I'm nice and up straight. Looking good. Looking sexy. When we was driving off of I-10 in Kirkwood, now all that time I never get it back. You wanted that, used to hate when I didn't want to hang. I noticed that, used to talking about your ex Jake with your next Jack. Limber loose like a rubber goose. Yes, sir. Oh, I almost forgot what I was talking about because like that stretch actually felt really good because like all the popping and and having my joints just like agua was fucking. That was A1. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for my well-being and my big kisses, big virtual huggies for everyone. Y'all are fucking amazing. But yeah, that's my view on death. Death is like, it's something that we should celebrate, because you should celebrate the life that they lived, not celebrate the absence of the life they no longer have. Because excuse me, I'm very big on energy. Right? I love good energy. I love being around good energy. I love receiving good energy. And if someone dies, I want them to go knowing that I love them. And here's another thing that, like, I feel like society is what makes society feel the way it does about death. It's because people often forget to let you know they love them. Because when you die, a lot of people feel regret and like, oh my God, I didn't get to tell them this, I didn't get to tell them that. Well, and I'm not calling people bad people. That's just what happens. I'm gonna be honest, the last memory you'll have of someone is the funeral. So having it sad will always make you sad when you remember them. And it shouldn't be that way. Ace, there you go again, being so wise. Exactly. That's like one of the last memories you're gonna have of that person. Make it fucking happy, because like I was saying just now, people like, oh fuck, I forgot to, like, I wish I could tell him I love him, or yada 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 yada. You're not a bad person if you didn't. But if you're watching this video, make sure to tell the people you love them, because they probably are going to die thinking you love them anyway. But it would make you and them feel a whole lot better if you're actively letting them know that they are loved, so that you won't have those regrets if and when they pass. Because unfortunately, we're flesh. We're just meat stuff. Eventually, this all falls apart. And it's important to love everyone while they're alive, so that you can respect them when they're dead. Okay, and that's enough of the dead stuff, because I can go on and on, right? Another fun fact about me, you know how I said earlier that one of my favorite topics are love? It's been that way for my whole life. When I was little, yeah, I love you. Learned a lot of life lessons from my uncles. This a letter to my pops up top, and it's still fuck cops. I don't eat pork chops, no. So we got the city on lock. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud, because out of respect for you, because this is going on YouTube. But that's exactly the point, right? Like, oh God, I love my chat. I love you guys, because like we're of same mind, because you get it, right? Because your last memories of your sister are fucking great. Anime and busting and laughing your asses off? What could be fucking better? Right? Like, and have you guys seen Coco? Like, if you haven't seen Coco, it's a beautiful movie. On making me $1. His business got lost. His life almost cost. I was in a parking lot thinking about my grandma. Absolutely. You're totally allowed, if you don't have the permissions in the Discord. At the Discord. I'll adjust those so that you have permission to stream them. You should be good now, but I'll double check once stream ends. You can absolutely stream all the games you want on the Discord. Like, that's eventually my goal with that. Is that it's gonna be a secondary hangout for when oh, beautiful. I don't have good Discord open, I can't see, but like beautiful. I love that, because my goal for the Discord is to make that like a hangout spot, a kickback, right, where everyone's just chatting, sharing anime. I want to start a BL boys club. Come on, I need people who are into boys loves. Like we like, that's something I want to do. I want to do a BL boys club, because I want to read more BLs, because they're great. They're great. Do I need to say more? I don't need to explain. I want to have a boys club, a boys love club. I no ifs, ands, or but we're just gonna like geek over our favorite ships and shit like that. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. So since I'm on the topic, yes. Oh my god. Yes, Ace. Oh, we're gonna do it. We gotta find more members. We're gonna do it. Yes. You can't. I'm so excited. Like, and then they're so good. We're doing it. We're gonna do BL Boys Club. You see it here first. If you made it this far in the video, get your ass to the fucking Discord. We're doing boys love shit. So my since we're on the topic of Discord, Ghoulie, you are fucking amazing. I love that statement. That I need to put that on a shirt. I just love gay. Cause yes. Our supper is a really progressive BL because it doesn't only talk about love, but the social issues as well, and it covers a wider scope. That's sexy. I love that. It's freaking sexy. I love that. Since we're on the topic of Discord, my goal for the Discord is, like I was saying, I want it to be a hangout. I want people to be able to come here, like when I'm not streaming. That's also where I do a lot of my announcements, right? You always get notified when I'm on stream, when the YouTube video goes out. But like, that's not the important part. That's just me doing my job as like a content creator, slash streamer, because like I should promote myself. That's kind of like what I got to do if I want to build this community. But what I want that to be, so right now I have my Discord themed like a guild. I call it the Sugarland Guild, right? I want everyone that's in it to be guild members, and like there's a tavern where everyone's like, because like I want it to be kind of like that vibe, right? Like we're a bunch of like, because like family's too strong a word because I'm new at this. Eventually that's the vibe I want, but I feel like one of the easiest way for me to achieve that is it's not just to label this a Discord server, but a guild hall, right? Where we're all guild members and like we're working together, we're vibing, we're talking, we're sharing interests. I would love to see the voice channels. This is far off in the future. I just started, but that's my dream. I want to be able to pop on the Discord and see people in the channels just talking and vibing and just like kind of like a club, kind of like a club essentially. Like everyone's just like the voice channels are always popping. People are playing video games, right? Ace is actually streaming games in there right now, and I want people to have that freedom, right? You're streaming a game, and then people come and join in and talk to you, because not everyone actually wants to be a streamer. Not everyone wants to do this, right? And that's perfectly okay. And I want people who feel lonely at like 3 o'clock in the morning, they'll be able to like hop on and like watch movies with other group members. And like I want the Discord to be active. It doesn't need to be popping 24/7, right? But like I want to be able to bring everyone together at least once or twice a week, do movie nights, just vibe, like something low key, like something no pressure. It doesn't have to be this big thing with like on Twitch or whatever, or like I don't want to have to think about like making content while I'm doing that. I just want to vibe with the guild, right? And I want to do fun things. I like eventually I want to like do what I want to do, a little bit of what other people do. I want to do giveaways. I want to like have like private nights where like it's just me and y'all, and then we're just fucking you feel me? Like sometimes I don't know how to explain what I want to do, and it ends up being words and sound. That's kind of what I want it to be. And okay, I'll let you in on like a really obscure dream that I have, and this is just because I'm a weirdo. Like, I would love to at least once in my lifetime have a story where two people fatefully meet in my Discord server and they fall in love, and then they have a wedding, and then they flood the Discord with pictures. They're like, oh my god, we got married, we met in your Discord, oh my god, this place is awesome, and then everyone's just fucking cheering. It's just like, yeah, fuck yeah, good on you, Susan and Dexter. Like, you know, right? I know that's like really obscure, but like I feel like if I stick at it long enough, it'll happen. I also want, on the many list of things I want to do, I want to be ordained so that I can marry people, right? I'm just like, oh my god, we want to get married. Does anyone know a priest? And then I just come out, I'm a priest, and then like I marry people, and I'm just like, with the power bestowed upon me by California, I now pronounce you man and wife, or husband and husband, or wife and wife, or whatever the fuck y'all want to be. That's an obscure thing that like I want to do. I know I'm kind of silly. I know it's a little wild, but like, I don't know. I love love. I kind of like, I want to see it flourish also. And like, don't get me wrong. You come into my Discord server with some wild shit, you will be banned promptly. No sexual harassment, none of that shit. Wow. Respect. Okay? Respect each other. No DMing people without asking. There will be disciplinary action. So, you troublemakers, I'm looking at you. Oh my god, you guys are great. Thank you for like listening to me ramble about like my hopes and dreams and things that I'm hoping to accomplish. It's amazing to me. And then like, so I'm gonna let y'all in on this because Ace, you are stupid. You're stupid. You can DM yourself without asking. Oh, by the way, you should add me as a Discord friend because I can't add you. You gotta add me. So you should do that. You already know where to find me. You're in there. Hello everybody else. Thank you for lurking. If you're just vibing, appreciate you. What was I saying? I was like thanking you guys. I was thanking you guys, and I was letting you in on something. I forgot his name. Great Pottery Throwdown. Cast. There we go. Keith Brymer Jones. Keith Brymer Jones. So I don't know if you guys have ever, thank you Ace, have ever watched The Great Pottery Showdown, but there's this guy on here, one of the judges slash hosts. His name is Keith Brymer Jones, and he cries whenever he's happy. And to me, he's a role model. That's like the amount of emotional expression I would like to have one day. That like when I'm really happy, I want to be able to cry. When I want to be a crybaby. Fuck that. That's what I'm trying to get at. I want to be a crybaby because I feel like it's a raw and innocent and beautiful way to express emotions. Because I grew up suppressing mine a bunch, and as an adult, I worked very hard over the course of 3 or 4 years, maybe even 5, to get to a point to where I could cry freely, and that's what I want to be. I want to be just like Keith, because if you watch this show, whenever he's like overtaken with emotion, whenever he's like super happy, whenever he sees whenever he sees like something like that moves him, he just bursts into tears. And like that's the emotional freedom that I seek to have. And like at the rate of this going, is like at the rate of that this streaming thing is going, y'all are gonna see crybaby run. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, you guys are so, you guys like I'm not gonna ugly cry. That's like for sad things. I'm like, it's gonna be just like Keith. I'm just like, you guys are beautiful. That's amazing. Like, because like I know I'm not like showing it because I'm smiley. It's because like my knee-jerk reaction is to smile, but like it makes me like emotional in like the good way. That like you guys like are sitting here fucking with me, listening to this whole story, and like, you know, all the things that like led up to making me essentially. And I appreciate that, because like it's awesome, you know. Like I fought for my I fought for my individuality at like every step of my life, because everyone wanted me to be something that wasn't me. My mother wanted me to be a pastor. My father wanted me to be an IT guy. And the list just goes on. Everyone had a different life plan for me, and I've always had to fight for my own. And you guys just have just been great. It's like, don't get me wrong, I make friends hella easy. I'm charismatic as fuck. I'm charismatic. I'm charming. I'm told my smell is infectious, but I come across a lot of people who like covet my energy as opposed to appreciate it, and feels like they want me to always be happy. Like I can't be sad around you, because if I'm sad, an astronaut. Wow, that's a big goal. Yeah, I don't think it's too late for you to pursue that if that's something you want to do. But astronaut's huge. That's your dad has some high hopes for you. Look at that. That's love right there. That's a parent who believed in you. Very wholesome dad. That was adorable. Oh, that's great. Yeah, like people always like covered it, right? Because like whenever like I ever got sad, people would like not know what to say to me, because they would be like, "Oh my god, this is something someone has dead ass said to me. If you're sad, then all hope is lost because you're always happy." And I don't know what they thought they did with that. All that did was hurt my feelings. I was just like, "Fuck, am I not allowed to be a person?" Right? But then like you guys the real ones. Like I can't thank you guys enough. And I know it makes me sound really sappy. And don't get me wrong, I am a simp. Proudly, I wear my simp badge on my chest. But it makes me monumentally swollen with positive emotion, if that makes sense. That's like the best way I can describe how like you guys make me feel, like being here and like vibing and doing this whole thing. Like you guys are legitimately fucking great. Like when I play games with like Uli and Ace, and like I'll say shit like they're the wings beneath me. It's because it's true. I play a lot better when I play a lot better when I'm with friends. I play a lot better when like things are like great. It's like if you want my best performance, well, I guess that's the thing about support systems, right? That's what support systems are for, right? And then like I'm it's not even I'm not sure. I know for sure I wouldn't have met y'all if I didn't start doing this. So that's why the very first answer about why I started streaming to begin with is very complicated, because I feel like even if like you make it this far in the video and you see this, like look how awesome they are. Like Mwah, you fucking sugar nuggets. I love y'all. Y'all are so great. Like, I couldn't ask I couldn't ask for more. I'm gonna be real. And that's why I want to like put on a good show. I want to do all these things, Discord and YouTube. That's the least I could do for y'all. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy that you feel that way. That's what I want. Like, it's not serious. It's just like, so what I'm saying, I'm saying like all smiley and shit, and I'm like all swelly and flustered. I don't know what to say because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I'm getting what I want, and like I have nothing else to say but thank you. I appreciate y'all so fucking hard. It's like y'all don't even know. But I promise this time next year, y'all are getting New Year's shit. I'm gonna get y'all some New Year's chocolate, and I'm sending you a bottle of Babaku. I don't know if you drink. Ghoulie, if you don't drink, I'm gonna send you non-alcoholic. I'll send you a non-alcoholic beverage from the country, because one of the many ways I like to show appreciation is sharing my culture. So I will send a food product or a liquor product from my country. That's just how a real one gets down. That was so great. I can't like see this big old smile. That's because of these guys, right? I can't take the credit for like the bubbly exterior that and interior that I'm feeling right now. I can only accredit that to these amazing people who are vibing right now. And like I know I do this a lot, and that's because like that's how much it means to me. I don't know how else to thank y'all. I don't know how else to express gratitude. Yes, it's gonna blow your socks off. I promise you, it's gonna be good shit. But that's the only way I know how to return the affection. It comes in a pretty bottle, if that helps you at all. Wonder. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Oh, let me show you. Why? What did you just find out? Let me show you. This is Babakut. This is the liquor of my country. This is one of our luxury exports. Like I'm telling you, the bottles are gorgeous, right? Look at the prestige. Look at that. 3-star, 5-star. We even have 15-year-old vintage Babakut. Yeah. Hey Ace, what did you find out, and why did it make you want to cry? Or if you don't want to share it, that's okay. I just realized that I cried. Oh, wait. Let me switch back. Hold on. Congratulations. Congratulations. Does your cousin have a nickname? I would like to celebrate properly. And you know what? I apologize, Ghoulie. I forgot to. Yeah, like it's pronounced Babakut because some of the letters are silent. But yes, that's how you spell it. congrats on for your cousin. All right, congratulations, Callum, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. And Callum is now a lab tech. That's my little song. Shout out to Callum. That's huge. What the hell do you mean he was bathing a lamb heart? Do you understand how metal that was? That was the most metal shit I've ever heard. Bathing a lamb heart? I need details. Like, oh, unless you can't share details, but like, did he do it in the bathtub? Oh, for dissection. Oh, I don't know why my stupid ass thought he was like giving it a shower or some shit. Giving the heart a shower or some shit. Okay. It's still as metal as I thought the first time, but now I have more reverence to the sophistication in which your cousin went for this heart. That now I understand the sophistication of bathing this heart. That is much more cool than the stupid image I had in my head. I'm just over here just like, oh, he's giving the heart a shower. Like, I guess I don't think they would do that for surgery either, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I have no clue how they prep hearts for surgery. So it's either my dumbass was like, oh, the heart, or he was washing it for like a lamb to lamb heart transplant. Wait, does that mean Callum is like a biotech? Wait, have you had a heart transplant before, Ghoulie? Or are you saying from experience? Or are you being facetious? Because I'm ready for any of them. Biotech is huge. So is it like biotech, like figuring out shit, or is it like biotech, are we gonna have Callum to blame for when Jurassic Park comes back? I had a feeling it was facetious. I would imagine eye dissections are gross, or like some of the grossest things. Yeah, because the eyeball is just jelly and liquid, basically. Oh, that's wild. So, only because because being of Caribbean descent, I've eaten eyeball parts. They're surprisingly liquidy. Like, it's almost like let me see. That's metal as fuck. These, have you ever had these? Have you ever had like things like these? Like, if you've ever eaten these, that's kind of like the texture of the eye, but it's like more liquidy. Like, it's wetter. Like it's kind of like this, but it's also kind of runny. And animal eyes have something that our eyes do not have. Because I'm full of all these weird fun facts. Would you like to know what animal eyes have inside their eyes that we don't have? I only need one of you guys to say yes, and I'll tell you. Unless you guys eaten fish eyes before, because then like if you've eaten a fish eye, you would quickly know what I'm talking about. Most animals. Hell yes, I like. Not only did I get my yes, but I got a unanimous yes. So most animal eyes have a solid core inside, and that use is varied from species to species. So like fish have one, right? If you suck the eye of a fish that's been cooked, it'll pop out. You'll get that liquid. You'll get that jelly substance, and then in the middle is like a rock solid piece of mineral. And most animals use that to see at different conditions of the night and day. Cats have a particularly shiny one. Cats and dogs. So like when you beam a high beam at these animals, you'll see that their eyes, like, they look demonic, if you will, and like they shine back. That's that little marble that's in the back of their brains. A lot of animals have it. I used to think it was something that was exclusive to fish until I learned that mammals have them too. So because animals, they live in the wild, they all have developed that little. In Haiti, we call it a rock. Like j'ai poisson, like j'ai poisson go wash ladder. Trick is to freeze them, and when it comes to their sex, only thaw them just enough that it's still slightly solid. I told him I'd keep that in mind you should keep that in mind, because like the human eye, right? And I feel like the human eye developed this way because we're I believe diurnal is the term. Like we hunt by day. We hunt by day, and then we use shit like fire at night. Like if humans never discovered fire, I'm almost positive that we would also develop that same that same hard ball in our eye. But we do have something similar that happens when in old age, cataracts. So the human eye actually has like a solid lens somewhere in the middle, but it's only solid once cataracts in it. Because what cataracts are is when that lens starts to calcify and harden, and then what happens is in the cataract surgery, they'll bust it up. They'll bust up that calcified lens, remove it, and then they'll put in their own lens to act as your new lens, to act as your new eye lens. And that's how cataract surgery works. And every animal has like a solid fucking thing in their eye. So then the light shines in, it shines on this ball. The ball acts like a disco ball. It goes and then shoots back a picture in the back of the animal's eye. And since felines have some of the most developed ones, the only animal that beats them would be birds, but that depends on the bird and it depends on the situation, because owls can see in day and night, but as good as an eagle's eye is, they're not so good at night. They don't see that well at night because the way their eyes are made, it's made for scouting during the day, while owls' eyes are made for discreet hunting, because owls are they are silent flyers. Thank you for coming to my animal TED Talk. I am a fucking nerd. I am a geek. I am a nerd. I know entirely too much about animals. My favorite subject being reptiles, actually. I know an unholy amount about different lizards and things like that, and like I can't just flex that right now because I'd have to think about what I should tell you until I go on a tangent. Because you saw how I just fucking massacred birds. I was just like, yo, birds this, bird that's, birds this, that, humans, animals this, humans, animals that. I'm a fucking geek. I'm a big fucking dweeb. I enjoy random facts about animals. I enjoy learning about animals. I know a lot. Like I said, I know a lot about reptiles. Fucking, I love reptiles. I know more than I should about birds. I know a lot about otters for whatever reason. I don't have as much information on crustaceans as I would like. What? You're a vet tech? What? Now I feel like I was mansplaining you. Nah, I'm hurt. I'm not actually hurt. I'm being fishy. What? Do you know how cool you just got? Like you've just been getting cooler as like, you know, things go on. But like, you're a vet tech. Why am I just not learning? I should have asked your occupation sooner. What kind of vet tech? Do you like small animals, exotic? Do you like work on eagles and shit? Do you drive out to ranches and like help horses? Ace, I have a feeling I understand why, but why do you want to get into mortician work? It's a noble profession. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, dogs and cats, that's cool. Like, man, you gotta tell me what's a hard day at work for a vet tech. Also, how much do you know about being a mortician? Ace? Wait, hold the phone. Hold the phone, Ghoulie. Before you tell me what the hardest day was, I would like to know what's the most exotic animal you've dealt with. You know, I just said that being a mortician is a noble profession, and you come on here and say some of the most wholesome shit ever, and that was nerdy and quippy. I love that. So I can say I speak for the dead, but also so I can take care of the dead. Monkey? I've never seen a monkey up close. I've only ever seen them at zoos and exhibits. Okay, I lied. I have seen the monkey up close. I never got close enough to touch it because the zoo guy who was like showing us the monkey was just like, yeah, if y'all get too close, he might tear your face off. And unlike the white kids, no offense, I believed him. So I never had to find out. I never complained. I was just like, you're right, chief. I believe whatever you got to say because you feel like you should be that far away from us with that chimpanzee. I believe everything you say. I've watched Steve Irwin. I understand how dangerous animals are. You heard me. A diaper monkey, if you will. He had on a diaper too. So that means he was a pet monkey. Was he a pet monkey or was he a zoo monkey that was just visiting? And Ace, I'm glad you know quite a bit because being a mortician is like super cool. And if it wouldn't creep me out, I would totally do that as a job. And it's getting into like being a mortician is one of those jobs that you wouldn't know requires apprenticeship, but it's super awesome though because it has an apprenticeship. I knew it. Monkeys with diapers are always pets. Okay, maybe not always, but they're usually pets. Is that a game? Mortuary's assistant? Is that a game? Can you play as a mortician? You know what? I gotta look for it. There's got to be a Sims mod that lets you be a mortician, right? There has to be. There's like a mod for everything in Sims. There's got to be a mod that lets you be a mortician. So, I'm sorry, I don't think I can marry you because I didn't get the reference. When I saw John Kramer, I can only think of Seinfeld. Can I? Oh, wait, no, wait, I just didn't know his name. I do know this reference. I just didn't remember his name. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so I still missed the bar. So I guess we're not getting married. Oh, so I'm not gonna lie. One of my favorite horror movies. Is it horror or is it like a thriller? What is Saw? Because one of my favorite movies is the Saw franchise. The first 3 ones specifically. I felt like they were like the best and most prominent Saws. Let me see. Oh, there I go. I'm tight. Copy link. Paste and go. Oh, this looks fun. Oh wow, you know it's giving me very is it Overgrown? No. Undertale. Is that it? Yes, that's it. It's giving me Undertale vibes. Ah, so you understand. You understand the greatness. Because oh my god, the first Saw fucking it was a plot twist. When he just oh god, I'm tired of being a dead guy. I guess I'm just gonna go on. I fucking froze. Like it sent chills down my fucking spine. It was fucking phenomenal. I enjoyed the first Saw, and I was hooked in. And actually, my mod / partner never saw Saw because she's not really into like the gore stuff. Until I told her there was a major plot twist at the end. Now it's one of her favorite. It's one of her favorite fucking movies. Ain't it? That's right. Thank you for answering. The Ace Mortician. Whoa, that's sick. Like the Ace Attorney. Whoa, okay, get the snap in. Oh, dude! Oh my God, this guy's amazing. You know, thank you. So I have officially fulfilled my my learn something new for the day quota because I did it. I'm not good with names, obviously. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, those are adorable. Yo, Ace has all these like little minis of serial killers and shit. They got Jigsaw, they got Chucky. They've got the fucker from Scream, Pennywise, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, a scary blonde person. Name them all for me. I couldn't see the scary blonde person's face. Watch, Ace is a fucking whiz. They have all this knowledge just like stuck up in their heads. Oh, we got the names. Pennywise old, Pennywise new, Ghostface, Tiffany. That was Tiffany. That's why. If there was Chucky, there must be Tiffany. Oh man. Side note: Tiffany had like her corset. Let me tell you, that doll was fucking snatched. What? Tiffany was snatched. You know, that's because Sugarcane, that's because you love Tiffany so much. Because Sugarcane has this dream of getting life-sized Chucky and Tiffany dolls, putting them right in her office, so that whenever you walk in, you sit down, you have to be judged by them. They are judging you. Tiffany, Chucky, Freddy. Bubba. Jason, Billy. Oh, you have all the classics. Very distinguished. A distinguished gentleman you are. Very distinguished. Roll a mustache I can't properly grow. Okay, so now this part might get a little TMI. Right? So it's about body hair. Hey, what can I say? Hey, hey, what can I say? Those brands are so strong. Yeah, the brands are strong. What can I say? I am not great. I am not a great fan. Absolutely not. No, they're terrifying. Billy the Puppet and Ghostface are absolutely terrifying. If I ever saw Billy outside of my window, I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm done for. I'm done. I'm not making it out. I'm not. Well, actually, I might fight Ghostface. Like, even if Ghostface kills me, I would put up a fight. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why I know his name is Pennywise is because he fucking stood out so much. He was just like who can overlook that clown? Ace, why am I not surprised? It's not. Why am I not surprised that you'd fuck a Ghostface? Why am I not surprised? But I'm here for it. I too am a monster fucker. I'll fuck monsters. I bet you do. And I support it. I fucking support it. So I bonded over this one guy before, right? We were playing. This was back in Overwatch 1. I was playing Overwatch 1, and we became friends over that because it was the randomest fucking thing. He came into the chat, and you want to know the first question he asked us? Oh, there's a lick. It's a big lick. Hold on, wait. Let's... Oh, okay, I gotta verify my identity right quick. Hold on. Oh, hey, Sugarcane, look. Did you see? Oh, you lame. I was gonna show you. You lame ass. You stole my thunder. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I remember both the things I was gonna say. So I was playing Overwatch 1 with this guy, right? He came into the game chat, right? And the very first question he asked us was, "Would you fuck a lobster girl?" Oh, the box? Like the Chucky box? Oh wait, you know what? I can, you know, if I click this fourth image, I can see it. Looky, he does come in the box. Look, you really do. Oh, look what you did, Ace. Now I'm gonna have to compete for her attention between me and a fucking dead doll. Now I'm gonna have to compete with dolls. Oh, whatever. I like this. Chucky's not the real one. I can take this fight. Oh, I got sidetracked. He asked us, will we fuck lobster girls? Half the party was just like, oh, that's weird. I'm just like, whoa, wait, let him cook. And I was just like, if she's anthropomorphically a human who just like has like lobster parts, I was like totally down. But I'm not really sure. I told him no, I wouldn't fuck a crustacean. Like if she was just like mostly lobster, like if she was a living lobster that was a girl, I'd be like, nah. I'm not. One, you have a cloaca. I mean, there's too many things coming out of a cloaca for me. And secondly, you're a lobster. Like you're a legitimate lobster. I think this whole thing's gonna get weird. But if you're like anthropomorphic, like if you're like humanoid, where to go? And don't get me wrong, I can push the boundaries a little bit. Like spider women tend to be, you know, Argonians from Skyrim. Oh, I fucking. And I know, don't come at me. I know I said that I don't really fuck with the cloaca things, but have you seen the Argonians? Them some fine lizard people. Oh, and the other thing I was gonna say is like TMI, right? About the facial hair. I can't really grow facial hair all too well. The facial hair that you do see me have, this is years of hard work and like healthy eating and shit has grown me to like where I am now. Genetically, my mom's side of the family, they don't grow a lot of hair. That side of the family also doesn't grow a lot of hair. He had like a full mustache and like a little Hitler beard, which always made me chuckle because I'm just like, you have no idea why this is so bad. Why like that come like. Because like one time he shaved it to be like totally squared, and I was just like, you look like a Nazi and you have no idea, and it's hilarious. But he didn't start growing facial. He told me that he didn't start growing facial hair until he got to his mid-30s. Right? He didn't get to this point until he was 25, and he didn't grow out the full mustache until he was in his mid-30s, which was like not great. Most of my body, most of the hair on my body is super thin. I used to have almost none of it, but now it's come in, but it's like super thin, easy to take care of, like a quick shave. Now, the TMI part comes in with like pubic hair. I hate pubic hair. I like being smooth as a fucking seal, right? And I'm just like, the gods, you have nerfed my ability to grow hair in all the places that count, that I care for, that I like. I can't like. What I'm saying is, the gods cursed me with too much pubic hair, because all that hair that grows in there, I would love for it to have been redirected in effort on my face, right, to grow a mustache. But instead, I have to battle this battle of trying to stay smooth like a seal, because fuck that. I like to be smooth. There's nothing wrong against body. I don't have anything wrong against body hair. People can do what they do. I personally like to be fucking slick, and I can't do that if I'm growing a fucking crotch beard. And also, I feel better. I feel better all smooth, right? Like when I'm like, when I do one of these, like you know, like you ever like just like sexily touch your body when you're butt naked, right? I feel like the experience is like leagues better when like you're completely fucking smooth. Look at that! I love you guys, bunch of freaks. Yes, I love you guys. We're all just dirty monsterfuckers. Actually, monsterfucking is not dirty. It's only dirty because normies think it's weird. But like, I've seen what y'all post. I've seen what you normies post about fucking aliens. Don't you at monsterfuckers. That's odd. That makes you're the wicked. Like you see half the shit that people were saying about aliens and like some of the thirst like TikToks. Fuck no. I have no shame about fucking an Argonian. I have no qualms at all. Fuck y'all. If you find a problem with it, that's a you problem. Use the problem. Touch your body. Hey, hell yeah, deal with it with the sun, with the shades, with the stunner shades on. Yeah, hell yeah. Y'all wanna fuck aliens? Leave the monster fuckers alone. Let's go. Just doing it. Just hell yeah. Yeah, now my nose is itchy, and I hope that means money. I know they say like if your palm is itchy, that's also money, but I feel like if you just get itched, I feel like it all should just be money. I absolutely remember those memes. Oh my god, that was a fucking time, yo. That was a time and a half, a time and then some. Oh my god, I appreciate y'all rocking with me because I came on here to do the Talk to Me Tuesdays because I was like determined to go to start about it correctly. Yes, the 8-bit glasses upside the yes, the slide down with Snoop Dogg playing in the background. Da-na-na-na-na. Just. Hold on, I'm holding it because this is actually a dope. This would be cool album. So I'm gonna hold it just long enough so that like I have it for reference later. So I take a screenshot from my first album. Just a couple more steps. I want it to be good. Cool. That was an album. That was an album photo. So like if I ever drop a that Weird Al style album I keep talking about because I sing all these weird songs on stream, that's gonna be the album art for it. Oh look, I can't even recreate it perfectly. Just whatever. Yay! Please, that it was fantastic. I love it. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Look at my shoulders. I look so I'm like that's the like I hate exercising, but I love the results. Like you see how sexy these shoulders are. Ace, you feel me? I feel the same way. I'm just like I forgot to shave this last shower, so I'm just like, dang, okay, so when I shower tomorrow I need to like remember to handle this, because like I use these texture gloves to help scrub all the dirt off my body. I can't feel things very well through those gloves, so then like I'll just like scrub and get all this dirt off, and then I forget. Oh, this? Hey, how was that? What was that? No, I was like this. Something like this. Lately it's looking like everything perfect. Out the mud with it, I put the work, and you can find me where that turf is. Pin precision like a surgeon. Bad ones used to curb me, showing up to the show when the curve split. She know that I'm worth it. I'm finna go up, I'm aerial. I got the hit stash, got a bracelet for impact. Real tricky, quick to flip a pretty penny to a thick stack, quick stack. Think fast and I talk real. Wait, what? How does shaving get into robbing banks? Ace, I missed something. Where did the plot? How did the anime develop into that? Oh, Payday 3. I was about to say, wait, please don't commit a crime. Like, we're on stream, I'm recording. Like, you're gonna make me an accessory to the fact. Okay, it's just Payday 3. Okay, rob banks. Ooh, and you're running a bath. So lavender is your favorite scent. I'm assuming that like, do you ever use lavender bath bombs? Or are you too good for bath bombs? Ah, very good, very good. I could see you now, just like sitting in the bath. Wait, what do you mean you can't? Do you not have a shower head, or is it just like? I'm suddenly curious. Aww. Poor thing. Well, enjoy a bath. I can see it right now. Like, you drop a little lavender bath bomb, you just sit there and like you kick your feet up all like you just kick your feet in and out of the water, and like you're sitting there reading a book, like very Sex in the City. Baths are dope though. Baths are like fucking great. Baths are like. I don't know if it can get any weirder than me talking about my pubic hair. Okay, yeah. Put your music on. Put your music on. You lay the phone on the tub and submerge yourself and listen while underwater. That's not weird. I think that's called there's a type of spa treatment that's like that, but like it's the reverse. It's kind of like silence. They put you in like a little box tube thing with a bunch of water, and then they put you in total silence. You're supposed to like submerge. What's it called? I'm lost. Like I've lost it. It's a like, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but like if you go, like some spas have them. They're like huge tubs of water where you lay and you're supposed to be like you're supposed to be mostly submerged, and they close it in on you, and it's supposed to be perfectly silent. You're doing the you're in that same concept, but you're doing the opposite. And I don't think that's... Is it hydrotherapy? Kind of, but like it's hydrotherapy. A lot of these images, and let me see the videos. These are in like pools, and I feel like they're... Hold on. Sensory deprivation tanks. Music is my everything too. I rarely don't have... Oh wow. Wow. Oh man, my screen went fucking... Like it got all yellow because I don't have enough light. That was wild actually. Ooh, weird. But sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah, what's good, bro? You popping out tonight? You playing the crib? I know your ass probably staying in the crib, nigga. Say no more. You already know. Pop out, nigga. I'm on my way.
These, like spas have them, and then you used to have one? A sensory deprivation tank. Ace, you are... I'm learning so much about y'all. But that sounds like such like... But yeah, I understand that, but like, I'm just like amazed that you had a sensory deprivation tank and a sensory swing. That's like amazing to me. Like you're blowing my fucking mind. Because like I also like music, right? I can sleep in silence. I can do silence. So I had a difficult relationship with silence because of like my tumultuous upbringing. Silence used to be very... I used to describe it like this. Silence used to be very loud for me. Until I got a lot of therapy. And then now I can sleep in silence, I can do silence. But it's boring. Like if I'm ever like church. I used to fight with my parents all the time because I could never stay awake in church. And that's because church is boring. The minute I stop moving, I stop entertaining myself, I stop fiddling, I just fall asleep. And they used to beat me for it. And then they eventually gave up because they're like, oh, you must hate the Lord. I'm like, I don't hate the Lord, I hate church. Church is boring. Well, I went through a period of time hating the Lord, but that's because of Christian upbringing. My parents were Pentecostal. Like, they were very, very strict. They were very, very strict Christians. But I can do silence now, for sure. Oh, I apologize. That was a yawn. That means like I'm just, like that. You know what I mean. But if I can help it, I'd rather not have silence. I'll just put music on. I like I make playlists to sleep to. I blast my speaker in the shower. I usually walk with my headphones. I like to thump. That's insane. That, like, what? I didn't realize that, like, you could, like, the process of acquiring a sensory deprivation tank has eluded me, and now I feel like it's like within people's reach more than I realized. That's amazing. But what you're doing is in my mind in the same area as sensory deprivation, but instead of silence, you're using music, and I don't think that's weird at all. So we cut up all that time just to get to the point that you are not odd. Doing that is like, I think is awesome. Really? What about sand? I'm curious. Well, like, I don't know if y'all have beaches in the UK. I'm unfamiliar. I can't like just throw out and assume that you have a beach. Okay. So what about sand? Does sand overstimulate you? I kind of figured, because when you said wind, when you said the wind, I'm just like, oh, that's a skin thing. So I was curious about sand. The sand and wind are effectively, they're doing the same thing. It's like millions of little particles just getting all touchy grabby on you without your consent. Hello, new person. I saw the number go up, so welcome. Enjoy, lurk. We're just chit chatting. Well, we're in just chat, so you know. That's right. When you see this on YouTube later, this shit was recorded live. Get your ass in here so you can be a part of the magic. Oh, I fucking feel that. Oh my god, you've seen Baby Driver. I fucking love that movie. Oh my god, you were adorable. Like you bought an MP3 player the same way. Oh, that's cute. No, I related to Baby Driver too. Like, cause I totally understood that. Because like so you know how I said earlier that when I stop stimulating myself, I just fall asleep. It's weird. It's almost automatic, right? Like if I suddenly stop talking and I just sat here staring at the camera for like 5 minutes, I'm gonna doze off. I'm just gonna. It's not even because I'm sleepy. It's because I'm bored. You're not an expert getaway driver yet. There's still time. You've got lots of years ahead of you. But I also relate because, like, in school when I was taking tests, right? I used to get in trouble because I would sleep through the test. I would wake up in the last 10 minutes, blast the test, and then teachers would be so pissed that I was still passing. I would get B's, I got A's. If it was a math test, I could scrape by with a C, and they would be so pissed, like, why are you sleeping? Like, it's boring in here, right? And then That sounds cool and intense, and like also in an intriguing way. And because you're listening to me underwater, it's a little sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's kind of like you're serving mood right now. And Hope, do you vroom vroom fast? Oh, I was talking about testing. So then, like, I would wear hoodies to school so I could listen to my music during tests, so I would stop getting in trouble for sleeping, because it's bad. Because it is that bad. Like, if I am left with no devices, I will absolutely conk the fuck out. Yeah. I'm glad you had the music, because that last one right there. You know what's crazy? My English lit class used to fight me all the time until she saw that I would sleep. And then she was the first teacher that let me openly listen to music in class, because she understood that I would not be able to stay up otherwise. And then she occasionally fought other teachers on my behalf to let me have headphones. She got me out of a lot of shit. Miss Wright, shout out to you. I know you're never gonna see this, but if you do, you a real one. And Hope, you said you're a demon on wheels? Same, me too. I love speed. I love speed. Science teacher gave you a deal? Lay it on me. What was your deal? I want to know what kind of devil's bargain you struck with this teacher. And then after that, I've got two stories related to being a speed demon, for you, Hope. You know, my teacher said the same thing to me. I can. Okay, my teachers weren't cool to let me sleep, but like I could sleep as long as I agreed that I was gonna fail, and I said I'll sleep and not fail. So he offered. I tried. They didn't offer me a deal. They just told me that I was gonna fail, and that one of these days I was gonna get an F because I slept through the test or I slept through classes. And maybe it was because I'm smart, or maybe it's because out of spite, but I never failed the test. I never failed the test on the days I slept. Any test I failed happened during the days where I stayed up completely awake, and then it would fucking flabbergast them, because they would not understand how I was passing on the days I slept, and I would fail the days I were up. Because on the days that I'm up, I am struggling to focus because I'm bored out of my goddamn mind. So I didn't absorb any information, because I was unfocused. On the days I slept, I would absorb information, go to sleep, wake up, and then just fucking slap it on, apply it, and go back to sleep. Slept through every class, and I'm pretty sure I also passed. For the first teacher, I don't think he was aware that sleeping the brain stores knowledge for longer, that the subconscious is much more powerful than the conscious mind. You know, that's facts. You know, you make a good point. That's actually super fucking valid, because if you sleep in if you take naps in a orchestra hall, you'll wake up humming like fucking Beethoven and not even realize where you heard it from. Hell yeah! Fucking high five. That's exactly what was happening. My conscious mind just couldn't. And then that fucked everything up. But you're right, because when I was asleep, my subconscious was just like, okay, take a back seat, buddy. I got this. Okay, Hope, I got two demon stories for you. Demon wheel stories for you. One time, I was visiting my mother. Right, this was when I was still at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida, and then my mother is down south, in southern Florida, in Miami. So I decided to visit her one weekend, right? And that weekend I had a little bit of extra money, so I rented out a car. It was originally supposed to be a Honda, but when I got to the dealer, the dealer didn't have a Honda ready for me. When you get asked about it, let's just pull the info. Yo, you know, now that you say that's probably what happened, because like whenever I would always wake up at the last 10 minutes of the test and then blast through it. Took me no time at all, and I would always pass. So I think you're onto something. I think that's what happened. Oh, sorry, I got on a tangent because I tried to address everybody. But right, so I go to the dealer. He didn't have the Honda ready for me, and it was supposed to be ready. And I was just like, yo, I gotta go. Like, this is not acceptable. I need to go. I've only got this much time. I need to be on the road. So you know what he did for me was upgrade me to a Buick for free. He was like, you know what? That's our bad. We should have had this Honda. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened between your order and then this Honda not showing up. So you know what we'll do? We'll upgrade you to a more luxury vehicle. We'll give you this Buick, and then you can drive it back. It's the same price, same fee. We'll give you insurance on top of that. So if you crash or whatever, it's all on you. The only thing you got to do is make sure you bring it back with the gas tank full. And I was just like, bet. We shook on it, right? And then so that's the first time I learned that I like Buicks, because it drove so fucking smooth. It was fast. It had lots of traction. I was tearing up the fucking road. I was just like, rum. The car, like, it was almost completely silent. The bass was heavy. I was just tearing down the fucking highway. Just the asphalt was mine. I was tearing asphalt ass. And then, so as I'm like speeding, right? We get to this long stretch of highway. It's like a long stretch of highway. It's self-explanatory. So then, as we're driving, right? I'm weaving in and out of cars. I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. I pull up next to this Dodge. Was it a Challenger or Charger? Oh, she's asleep. Yeah. Yeah, I was tearing into that ass. I believe it was a Charger, but it could have been a Challenger. I don't remember clearly, because you want to know why I don't remember clearly? Because that motherfucker was eating my dust. Because I pulled up next to him, right? And then like I look at him, and he looks at me, and then like I nod. I'm like, I nod at him. I'm like, you want to do this? He nods back. He was like, yeah, I want to do this. Here comes Speed Racer. Here he comes. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on the wheel. Yes. Yeah. So he nods. He agrees. He agrees to race me, right? So we're tearing ass down the highway, right? Like I am racing this Dodge, right? We're weaving in and out of traffic. We didn't decide on when it was an endpoint, so I guess we just decided whoever got held back was the fucking Inside Tokyo Drift team. Hell fucking yes. So I don't know when we decided. We didn't decide on an endpoint, so we're just weaving in and out of traffic. We tear ass for about 100 miles, right? We tear ass about 100 miles, and then the highway closes off, right? It closes off. So my lane was about to end. So I'm just like, okay, this is the definitive factor. This is when the race ends, right? Because it's either I overtake you and I take that spot, or you pull off ahead and I got to get back into your lane, right? So then at this point I start watching him, right? I'm just like, I'm gonna pull this off, right? I'm watching him in the road. I'm just like, I'm swerving. I watch him swerve into the outside lane to avoid this car that was coming. Because I was watching him, I was plotting, right? And when he took this outside lane, there was 2 cars in front of him. So he would have to wait for this car to come back here, swerve back into the lane, and then catch up. So I I stayed behind my car, right? Because the car that I was behind, instead of swerving out of the way, I noticed that he was going pretty fast. So I took a gamble, right? So I am tailgating this guy, and we pull ahead of the middle car, and then I overtake that lane, and I fucking dash off into it. And the next thing you know, he's fucking behind me. And he's just doing this. He was just like, no! And I stick my hand out, and I'm just like, that was dope, brother. And then he ended up getting off somewhere, and I never saw him again. So that was like my first time getting into a race on the street. Knock on wood. I should have been stopped by the traffic guards, and I should have been. That's what it is. If you're first, you're last. So here's the second speed demon story for you. This one's a little bit more dramatic, right? So I was 17. I was hanging out with this older cousin, right? Oh dang! I am out of water. I'm gonna have to go get some more water. I'm almost out. I'll get more water in a sec. Hell yeah. Wait, can y'all see me? Cause like it says ads are here. I don't know if you say hi if you can still see me. Cause I don't want to start this next epic story if y'all can't see me. Okay, I'm waiting for these ads to be finito before I continue the story, because this next one's a good one. Okay, phenomenal. Okay, so I was 17, right? I was hanging out with this cousin. This cousin, we're gonna call him T. He was in and out of prison. I didn't know this at the time because he treated me nice. He treated me well, right? We had a good relationship, so why would I think he was in and out of prison? It wasn't until later that I learned that he was a career convict, right? Because on this night, I learned that he did bad things. So I'm 17, and he comes up to me, right? He was like, hey Martin, you ever been to a strip club? My eyes light up. I'm just like, no, I've never been to a strip club. Why? He was like, you want me to take you? I'm just like, wait, but I'm not legal to go into a strip club yet. He was like, don't worry about it, I'll sneak you in. So I said, fuck yes. Right? So I agree, and he takes me to the strip club, right? He has a homie pick us up, drop us off, and he was like, homie will be back to pick us up. Right? I'm just like, okay, cool. We go into the club. This is my first strip club, right? This was King of Diamonds, Miami. Right? It's a high class strip club. Not high class as in fancy suits. High class as in like Black China stripped there one time. Like Black China, Iggy Azalea, I believe. Amber Rose, celebrity strippers used to frequent this spot. So I'm in there, I'm having a good time. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is like fucking fantastic. That's like, I'm like, oh wow, ass everywhere, ass, titties. This is great. I love this, right? And then this motherfucker decides with his right mind, he starts throwing quarters at the strippers. Yeah, you heard me right. Quarters, as in 25 cents. He started beaming strippers with quarters. That's right. Hold your stunned gasps. he's beaming these girls with quarters, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Security guard comes, warns him, yo, stop throwing quarters at the strippers. This is not a good thing. No one likes this. It's hurting them. And he looks at this guard and he says, it is a choice, ain't it? He said, I got more water. Thank you. I got more water so I can honor to hydrate. Oh damn, okay, we're finishing the whole thing. Oh, water never gets old. That's delicious. The colder it is, the sweeter it tastes. Right. So security guard comes and tells this man, hey, stop throwing quarters at the women. It's not cool. No one likes that. And then my cousin retorts back, well, everybody got to do laundry. I'm sure they can use them to wash their thongs or some shit like that. I am freaking out. I'm just like, no, you did not just tell this man that. I am a minor. I am in a strip club. We're going to get kicked out. We're going to get arrested. This is not going to be cool. So he continues to press his luck. He continues to beam these ladies with quarters until the security takes us both, because he's just like, you came with him. I tried to say no, but my cousin gave me a look like he was going to snitch. And I was just like, yes. And so he kicked us both out, right? And he kicks us both out. And I'm just like, what just happened? I thought we were supposed to be enjoying ourselves. Why are you throwing quarters at these girls? And so lo and behold, he just wanted to establish an alibi, right? That's what he was doing. He was establishing an alibi. So I'm asking him, I'm freaking out. I'm just like, so what do we do now? Do we go home? What's the move? And he takes me up to these vehicles, right? And yeah, this is a long time ago, and I was never actually formally charged, and there's no evidence against me. He breaks into two cars, a Dodge Challenger and a Dodge Charger. He breaks into these cars, he hotwires them, and he tells me to get into the Charger and follow him. And I'm like, what do you mean I'm not committing a crime? He says, and this is like, he used emotional manipulation, because he was just like, it's either you get in this car and follow me, or I leave you here and I tell your highly religious mother that you are in the parking lot of a strip club and how you were in there with strippers. And at this point, I was still afraid of my mother. I was so afraid of my mom. I was just like, yeah, it was IRL GTA 5. So I was just like, okay, I don't have a license, but I'm gonna drive the car because I've like drove around the block enough that I could keep up. I'm like, it's fine. Okay, as long as you don't tell mom. He was just like, I won't tell mom, right? So I'm just like, okay, all right, where are we going? He was like, don't bother. He tells me, don't bother, just follow me, because I think he was trying to keep me like separated from the actual crime. So he was trying not to tell me as much information. So he hops into the Challenger. I hop into the Charger. We pull out, and then we're in the highway, right? At first, we're going the legal limit, and then he starts having a good time. And then he pulls up to the car next to me. Lamar side mission? Yes. Yes, he was very much. Yes. Yes. He was like Lamar. He was always getting people into shit. And like, I didn't know it because he always treated me nice. up until this night. Because after this night, he basically stopped talking to me. Because I guess it's either he got what he wanted out of me, or he was like keeping me out of it. But he later got arrested again anyway, because I'll get to that part. So he pulls up next to me and he tells me, keep up, don't lose me, because if I lose him, then he's just gonna abandon me with the car. So I was just like, okay. He starts ripping ass. And I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm like, holy fuck, what are we doing? And like, I remember I'm a hostage here, right? So I'm just like, I'm too afraid of my mom. I'm not going to face my mother. And like now, not only did I attend a strip club, not only did these people at the strip club can confirm I was there, but I am now also driving a stolen vehicle, right? So I'm just like, he said don't lose him, and I was determined not to lose him. So he's tearing ass. I am tailgating this man. We are swerving in and out of traffic. He is having a jolly fucking good time. I can see into his car. He's just vibing. He's having a good time. And I'm over here sweating because I'm scared. I'm like, I'm in the middle of so many bad things right now. I could go to jail. I could be arrested. I'm like, I'm doing a crime. I'm freaking the fuck out right now. Like I'm freaking the fuck out right now. And so we're weaving. We go off this side street. We go off the side street, and then he's, mind you, this man has not dropped below 60. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning in Miami, and we are breaking so many speed laws. At any point in time, we could have gotten tickets because I knew that State Patrol patrols the highway, but he didn't give a fuck. Because I don't know. He's a criminal after all. He's a career criminal. I can't make sense of what a criminal likes to do. You know, I would have read him out so fast. I would have, but I was so afraid. I was so afraid that they would arrest me too because I was black. They wouldn't believe. Like I felt like at the time, I felt like I would have gotten in trouble along with him. Right? It's like I was 17. I thought he had more against me than I thought he had the leverage in that situation more than me. Listen, man, I know you're gonna be mad, but it ain't my fault. You know, that's what I should have done. I should have just said fuck it and just like let my mom pick me up. But I was so terrified of my parents at the point that I just followed through. So we get off the highway and he's tearing ass through these back alleys in this cul-de-sac until we get to this little garage, and then just like in the movies, some vato comes out, lifts up the fucking garage, right? Tells me to get out. I hop out. He hops out. Vato takes the cars into the fucking garage, and then I realize we're at a fucking chop shop. I was like, we're at a chop shop, because then Vato hands T a wad of fucking cash. And T, they tap up, and he asked T if like I'm his new running mate, and he was, and T rightfully so says no, he's just a church boy. I roped up into this. I was just like, yeah I am. I'm just like, yes I did a chop mission IRL. Yes, and I'm freaking out. I'm just like, yo bro, we need to go. I need to go home. He tells me chill, whatever, right? And then this Vato gives us a car, right? So we drop off these 2 cars, Vato gives us a car, and then we cap the night by him taking me to KFC. He gets me the extra large popcorn chicken meal with the potato wedges and macaroni, drives me home, tells me to get out. I get out. He slides me $20, and he was like, yeah, thanks. Have a good night, bro. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And he pulls the fuck off. And then for the next week, I was scared shitless. Like for every day, I could barely, my insomnia was already bad. I could barely sleep because every day I was afraid that police were gonna just like bust into my shit like, oh, where's the little 17-year-old? He's going to fucking jail? And like, eventually as time passed, you know, I never got arrested, police never came, and it ended up being whatever. It ended up being whatever. I did enjoy the fuck out of those chicken tenders. Like it was a small consolation, but the popcorn chicken and the potato wedges it did give me some comfort for that night. But I was just scared shitless. I would have became a businessman. Hey yo, where's my cut? You owe me 50%. Oh my god, you know. Yeah, you know, Ace, I wish. You know, that's what I should have done, right? That's like half the cut for half the job, bitch, pay off. Woo! Yeah, and that's my second story on like my speed demon time. And then like I had never been so well I had never been more well behaved than the 3 months after we did that, because I was absolutely terrified that the police were watching me. I became so fucking paranoid. And then eventually, you know, as time went on, after a year, 2 years, then I completely relaxed, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what? If I'm not gonna get arrested now, I'm never gonna get arrested. And I'm pretty sure like it's long enough and far enough in my past that like I could tell this story freely, and like I'm not gonna end up in jail for it, because like who the fuck can prove that who the fuck can actually prove I was there? So, and that's the story about how I stole a car with my cousin, and I got away with it. Well, I didn't get away with it. He got away with it because he had all the money. I just got some fucking popcorn chicken, some fucking potatoes, and a side of macaroni, which smacked. Don't get me wrong, but in hindsight, I should have been more ruthless. I should have got my cut, but then maybe I would have started my life of crime after that. And who knows? Who knows? But yeah, and then like whenever I tell that story, people always like it's like the room always gets so silent. When's the Netflix adaptation? When they offered me some money for the script. My stories are more like I passed out on my first day of cadets. I set fire to an abandoned building, and I did a job. Right? No, but like setting fire to abandoned buildings pretty wild. I think that's up there. Like, yeah, I grew up in Dade County. I grew up in Miami, Florida, Dade County. I used to live at the cross section of Opelika Boulevard, and my family frequented Little Haiti. There was a lot of drug affiliation. I have a gang story. I wasn't in the gang, but like I learned that like a lot of my friends actually were gang leaders. I didn't realize that. There was this guy who swore fealty to me because I helped him not repeat the 5th grade, because I used to give him my homework. I used to sell homework, but him, I don't know, I liked him. He was nice. So I gave him homework for free. And then he told me that like he would kill for me, and then I didn't understand the depth of that until I got into college and learned that he was a officer in a gang, and he hurt people for real. So the gang story, it's not really like a gang story. It's not my gang story. It's like I got adjacent to a couple of gangs, right? So this is sophomore year of high school. No, freshman year of high school. This was at North Miami Senior High. In high school, oh my god, I went to a lot of schools. In high school, I did 9th grade year at North Miami Senior High. If you're from Miami-Dade County, it's one of the problem schools. It's lots of gangs, fights, lots of that shit happens. And then later I transferred to NMB, North Miami Beach Senior High, which is less problematic because they have a magnet program, and they also have like this program where you can become a nurse. It was a nursing school. It was a trade school that helped you get into nursing. So while I was at North Miami Senior High, right, I was talking. I had this best friend girl friend thing because like we were best friends at the time, but she wanted me. Like she wanted to be my. She wanted to be my boo thing, right? She wanted to be my girlfriend, but I wasn't really interested in her like that. We tried dating a little bit, but I'm just like, but I was honest with her. I was just like, hey, if we continue dating, it's more like a pity thing, and then like I don't actually want to be in a relationship that I don't have the same interests as you, and that would be unfair. And she took that well, and we broke up, and then we just stayed friends, and that was great. So, so my it might not be surprising for you to hear, but I was a bit of a ladies man, right? Because like I like girls. I never really liked boys. Boys were boring to me, and I didn't like how gay boys were, and I didn't like how they wouldn't admit how gay they were, and that was very uncomfortable for me. So I hung out with girls. So at North Miami Senior High, right? There was this kid who was a known gang leader. He had his own gang, right? He broke up with his girlfriend. This Latin girl. She was gorgeous. She was beautiful. I was just like, wow, man, I would love to date her, right? So I walk over, I say hi, and so we start talking, we start being friends, right? So one of my strategies to like getting girlfriends back in the day was this, right? I would hear them, like I would ask them, like, oh, so what's something you would like in a partner, a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, right? And then they would list me the things that their partners that they wish their partners would do. And I was just like, oh, let me do that. Because if your boyfriend doesn't listen to you and then you break up with him and you date me, I'm going to listen to you. If your boyfriend never gave you flowers and you broke up with him and you got with me, I would get you flowers, even if I couldn't afford it. I used to pick flowers out of different neighbors' yards to build little bouquets, right? If you felt like you weren't heard or like your boundaries weren't respected, I would respect your boundaries. And it worked all the time. It always worked. It like I have like a 98% success rate because of that. Because whatever was the problem in your last relationship, as long as I didn't give you that problem, I was winning. So this gang leader boy, he cheated on her. He would listen to her. She didn't feel valued in the relationship, and I was just like, oh baby, I got you. I'll never make you feel unheard. I'll always listen to you. I'll respect your boundaries. I'm faithful. I'm faithful. You'll never catch me. You'll never catch me cheating. Like, you can ask anybody. I am an upstanding gentleman, right? And then she was just like, oh, that's what they all say. And I'm just like, no. I can vouch. Like, people can vouch for me, right? And then she asked about me, and then, yeah, I can, like, people can confirm I'm a faithful motherfucker. And then, like, we ended up, like, we didn't get to the boyfriend-girlfriend part. We were, like, in the talking stages, right? So then this guy finds out, and then he confronts me. He's just like, why are you talking to my woman? I'm just like, she ain't your woman, bro. She's single. She was like, no, we're just like going through a thing. I'm like, that's not what she told me. She told me y'all donezo. And if y'all donezo, we are about to like get together. And he was just like, if you don't stop talking to her, I'm gonna fuck you up and have my gang members chase you. And I'm just like, whatever, nigga. I'm like, whatever, right? And then, lo and behold, right? I get out of class that same day, and I'm walking in the hallway, and then one of my homies runs to me. He was like, "Yo, Spanish homie, he's got people looking for you." I was just like, "You donezo, we're gonna have fun." So yes. And he was like, "Homies, people's looking for you." I was like, "Oh shit. Well, you were serious." So now this girl best friend I had, right? I told her, I'm like, hey, so I got people looking for me. I'm avoiding them right now. and I'll catch you later. I'll talk to you later. And so I sneak out the back way from school. I'm just like, I am not, you're not gonna catch me. You're not fucking catching me. We're not doing this, right? And then I just go home. And then the minute I get home, I'm just like, man, that was stressful. I go to sleep. I wake up. I find 15 missed calls, bunch of text messages, and it's. So I'm gonna call her I, right? So I is blowing on my phone. I pick up. I'm just like, oh wait. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? And then she was like, oh my god, you're okay? I was so worried. I got your text message and like I pulled up with my gang. I was just like, wait, your gang? She was like, yeah, my brother's a gang leader. And like we're at the school, we're combing for you. We didn't see you, and then like we saw that Spanish guy, and like I was just like, oh, whoa, I'm fine. I'm just like at home. I snuck out. I made it home. I'm sorry I didn't contact you. I didn't call you or anything like that. And she was just like, okay, I thought, all right, don't scare me like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. And lo and behold, Spanish homie, he stopped fucking with me, right? Because I went to school the next day. He saw me and he didn't say anything to me. So I'm assuming that I's brother did something to them, and I'm just like, okay, that's whatever. And then she's like, I run the little sueltos, fool. Something like that. And then like, so then like and then his like ex-girlfriend, I told her, hey yo, homie still wants you. And she was like, ooh. And then like she did the girl thing. She was like, oh my god, he does? And I'm just like, oh, you still like him? I was just like, cool, we can't do this. Because if you're gonna put my life in danger, I don't want it. I don't want any parts of this. My life is more important than you. Me too. I like dangerous women. I'm not even gonna lie. I like dangerous women. I like girls who fight. I like girls who throw hands. I like women who throw hands. I love fighters. I love scrappers. I love boss. I love boss bitches. There's something to me. I love dangerous women. I always have, and it's something about the confidence, right? Because a lot of people feel like dangerous women are dangerous, but like they're dangerous because you're not faithful. You're dangerous because you don't listen, right? I have no reason for these dangerous women not to like me. When you have your female days, you wish you owned the gang. I mean, I wouldn't own the gang, but like if you own the gang, I'm like, that's fine, right? You're still beautiful either way. And that's the story of how I guess I almost started a gang war by accident. Is that from Shark Tales? No. I feel like this is an Italian thing. Oh, yes. I do know. Yes. 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 Her? Is that the vibe? I knew it. Like once I looked up her image, I was like, I know who this bitch is. No, women like that are super attractive to me. I love dangerous women. I love women who don't play about the people they love. I love passionate women. I love it. You ever think about cosplaying? That's her? Wintertime, go grab a sled. Spring, I might need an umbrella. Fall back in school with my friends. Attitude change like the weather. My mom tell me it never ends. Like clocks we. Ow, boss bitch. Yes, I'm absolutely for. I'm absolutely for it. I don't know. Violent women also like me. I don't get on violent women's bad side. They treat me nice. I used to get a kick off of it actually. I used to like. It used to like arouse me that like super violent women who everyone is afraid of would treat me nicely. Like it made me feel like, I guess it made me feel loved. Like you would override your violent tendencies to be nice to me, and like I used to like find that very endearing, and sometimes it would arouse me. I was like, oh my god, I feel like you love me, and I'm like a soft boy. I'm like a soft boy. I paint my nails, and like you're like, rah, for me. I'm just like, oh, that's like, oh, that girl love me. That's and that's how I used to. That's how I used to get about it. I loved it. Like, used to. They bring me joy. Confident women are great. I mean, women in general are great, right? And another fun fact about me. You know, earlier in the stream I mentioned that I'm like queer. So I do like men, but I don't like manly men. I like effeminate men, like femboys. I like femme men, like Britman Rock, right, is an exception to like my rule because he's like all swole now. When I first saw Britman Rock, I was just like, oh that boy is fine. That man is sexy as fuck. I would bust those cheeks right open. You know, and he got strong, but like he still has like this like feminine energy that like is really super attractive. That like, oh, Ricky Thompson, fine as hell. Bretman is fine. Bretman is fine as fuck. Later on in the future, I should get a VC called the Deck of... Yes, you should. I'm for it. I support that. Hell yes. But yeah, I'm very attracted. I'm attracted to the effeminate form, right? The like if you're soft, if you're a fanboy, you're pretty, your skin is soft, you smell nice, you know, your booty jiggle. I'm all for that. That's 100% what I'm about, right? So like I'm not really quite a fan of I'm not quite the fan of bears, right? Or like super masculine and like swole. Like if you're close to Ooga Booga, it's a no pass. It's a no pass. And you know, and it's not really, and it's like, and like that's in general because there are some effeminate guys who dress masculinely but still have that twink or others as far as you go. I respect that. But like I don't really like the Ooga Booga because you could dress masculinely and still hold that effeminate touch, which is why I like Bretman, because he got really swole, but he's still very effeminate, right? Because like in terms of like women, right? I have no problem with a stud. I have no problem with a woman who identifies as a man. You can be my boyfriend as long as you don't have that like unga bunga like quality. It's hard to explain because like some studs act almost picture perfectly to men, even like their demeanor and the way they treat other women and like, you know, there's a level to that like, oh, I don't like it. You are like too man, right? But like if you're a stud and then like studs and stems, perfectly fine by me. You could be my boyfriend. You could be my sexy girl. You could be my sexy boyfriend. That's fine. I have no problem with that as long as like you still can harness that like effeminate energy. But if you like, I don't know. Like it's hard to explain. It's like Like if you act like you're in a male prison, I don't like that. And I'm not condemning it, to each their own, but like I'm just not gonna go for it. It's just like, you know what, that's not my cup of tea. Toxic masculinity is what you're describing. Yeah. If you're toxic masculine, if you do any of that shit, I don't like it. Like I'm instant turn off meter. And even if you are effeminate, if you hold any of those traits, I will be turned off, because I am also a demisexual. Because as much as I can be freaky, nasty, and like lusty, there is a nice layer of emotion behind there. And that toxic masculine stuff is just a no-go for me. You want an e-boy, soft boy, a soft boy, tech boy, or femboy. You're well equipped. Ooh, Ace. Ooh, I see you. I see what you're doing there. But you're right. That toxic masculine stuff. That's not. I'm not with that. That does not float my boat. Not at all. Yeah, it gives me the ick. It makes my pee-pee soft. See, Hope, this is what I'm saying. You are certified angel being. And I forgot to reply to what you said earlier. That's how you got your husband. You were nice to him, but standoffish to everyone else. I love that. Yes. Oh, you have too much. You have too much self-worth for me to believe that you like a toxic masculine. Like, it's like that's a whole conversation in and of itself. I've just been informed that we're waking up at 8 a.m. to do some grocery shopping, and right now it is 3:38 a.m. for me. For Ace, I know it's still morning, and oh my God, Hope, it's like 6:38 in the morning. Thank you for coming out. Oh my God. Oh fuck. You know, this reminds me, there was a thought I was saying earlier that I forgot. I was gonna say, I appreciate you guys for showing up, because I started this late because I really wanted to get on the right foot, because it was really important to me that like I commit, even though I wasn't feeling like great. I still wanted to do it, because like that's not a good excuse not to do the thing. Ace, I'm gonna need you to sleep. Like, I'm gonna need you to like find some time to sleep. Oh my God. And like, right, so I was like, because I did this so late, I didn't think anyone was gonna like show up, and I was determined to do this whether I had 1 viewer, 5, or all that. And then and like, I thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm glad. Oh my God. Like, I suddenly felt so bad. I was like, okay, oh shit. Like, you guys are like at different time zones. I was gonna like, oh my God. Well, thank you. Because I have to go grocery shopping, so I gotta cut it off anyway, because I'm not gonna be able to wake up if I don't have at least 5 hours, right? So I'm gonna have to cut it off here. Thank you guys. You guys made this Talk to Me Tuesday fantastic. This is a great kickoff, and I'm gonna do it next week. We can have all these conversations and. Oh, hey, stop! You could. Oh, this is why I love my chat. I love my day ones, because they're so supportive. They're so amazing. I fucking love it. I can't kiss y'all enough. I can't give y'all enough love. Oh, please follow each other. Y'all are amazing. Oh my God. So like I was saying, you guys are the fucking best. I'm gonna like go. I have to rush off so I can get some sleep, so that I can like carry these groceries up the stairs because obviously I'm an Adonis, right? I'm silly. But yeah, let me wrap it up. You guys are amazing, and my friends are being better friends in the chat. Like, this is what I wanted. I know, Christmas in January. Please sleep. Please sleep, Ace. Oh God. Okay, for sure, and I'll catch you in there. Like after we do all this, I'll probably pop in and check it and like kick clack with you because like I'm gonna have to like edit videos and stuff. And I'll keep you company and stuff. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. I gotta like wrap this up, but you guys are seriously the best. I love y'all so much. I have no idea. Like I love you guys 1 billion. Like, oh, you guys are so great. Love y'all. Oh man, sorry that like I gotta like send you off, but like, yeah, I got responsibilities in the morning. So have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back on a regular scheduled program. We're gonna slam some Overwatch, and next week we're gonna have another Talk to Me Tuesday. Friday's Variety Day. Next Saturday is Lucio Tag. We have so much planned. Oh, I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for showing up here. And when you viewers see this on YouTube later, I fucking appreciate you guys for making it this far. Holy hell! Oh God, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
For nothing when I'm feeling great. Give my baby little more, just to spend it, and I'm always on go. I don't hesitate. Used to always know I make it, yeah. I'll be me until I'm in the grave, yeah. See my record, had to set it straight, yeah. I make to kill like 10 times 10. I got wires coming in, some in euros, some in sec, some in dollars, some in yen. I've been trying to keep my zen, keep my cool, trying to keep the family fed. Get my food. They tried to count me out, I'ma gon' count me in. Fill up my bank account, now I got something to spend. They tried to count me out, I'ma gon' count me in. Fill up my bank account, now I got something to spend.